And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, Epic VeVe live stream. Today, we have part 2 of the first ever comic book arc on VeVe. I think this is going to be a pretty big deal long term. So let's dive into the details. Shout out to everybody joining the live stream today. My hair's a little bit messy today, so don't give me too much of a hard time. We got Amazing Spider-Man number 31. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 293. We got, again, 30,000 editions. We got the common, 21,000 editions. The uncommon, 5,000 editions. The rare, 2,350. The ultra rare, 1,050. And the secret rare, 600 editions today. So again, this is part 2 of what's going to be a 6-part series. So I can only imagine, when we're on part 6, when it's all finished, part 5, I can only imagine how many people are going to want to go back and try to collect this whole entire series. So that's why I loaded up on the first part. I was actually able to grab the secret rare, one of the few secret rares I actually do have. So I was able to grab that just because I think if you look at all the covers, they have part 1, part 2, part 3, and so on. So I just have a feeling that towards the end of this whole series that people are going to want to go back and collect series number 1 or part number 1. So that was my take on it. I talked to a couple of the comic book experts out there. Shout out to Sleeping in Comics and Comics and Crypto. I don't think comic arcs are, that great of a deal. I think it's a pretty big deal, but it's not like a holy grail comic. I think a lot of people are still focusing, which they probably should, on the holy grails, the Marvel Comics number 1, the Fantastic Four number 1, the Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Those are some key comic books, some holy grail comic books that you can never go wrong investing in. Not financial advice, but just my opinion, what I've learned from all the comic book experts out there. Those holy grail pieces you can never go wrong with. But as a collector, I think a lot of collectors are going to want to show off their part 1 through 6 series of the first ever comic book arc on VeVe. So that's why I kind of did go hard. I got a couple of ultra rares. I got a couple extra ultra rares because I'm thinking that once the secret rare goes up, that ultra rare is probably going to follow it. Just like we've seen all throughout the VeVe app. Once the secret rare goes up there in the collectibles, the comics, the ultra rare tends to usually follow it. And I think that's what's going to happen with all the comic books soon. As soon as we can start putting these in the showroom, which we already know is coming soon. So once we're able to put these in our actual showroom, I think that's when these comic books really start to take off. And so I've been loading up on a lot of the ultra rares, the rares a little bit, more so just the ultra rares. If I can't afford that secret rare, I'll get, a few or 4 ultra rares. And that's what we just saw happen with the New Mutants. You guys saw in the live stream, I think it was a couple days ago, maybe a week ago now. Shout out to Willow Kid in the chat early. How we doing, fam? I picked up a few ultra rare New Mutants. I think it was like 5 or 6 of them for less than $200, and right now it's at $350. I sold 1 or 2 off just to get some liquid back for some other investments because that's what I do. I try to get duplicates once they start running up. Sell off 1 or 2, put that money into something else, let that run up while the others still have a chance to run up. So it's just all about making those gems make you even more gems. That way you can keep increasing your gem bag without having to put too much more money in. We got Brendan in the building. How we doing, fam? How we doing? This is what the cover art looks for today. We got the common. We got the uncommon. I like the way the common looks there. It looks pretty cool. Ooh, a little different vibe with the shadows, with the rare. The ultra rare, I'm liking the colorway on this one. I think it looks pretty cool. And then the secret rare. See how the secret rare says part 2? This is why I got the part 1 secret rare, the first one. Because you're going to see the next secret rares that get released that say part 2, or I'm sorry, part 3, part 4, part 5, and eventually part 6. And I don't think people are going to want to necessarily collect just the one that says part 6, right? Or part 5 or something like that. Everybody wants the Genesis. The very first one of the series, the part, or whatever the case may be. Season 1. Let's get this thing to focus back up. There we go. So that's why I kind of went hard on that first part. Getting all secret rares of the Kraven collection. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea, Brennan. I am going to try to go for that as well. Well, I thought about going for that as well. But I don't know if I'm able to afford the secret rares on every single one of them. Maybe we can kind of keep it low-key and the prices don't run away from us. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I got a feeling people are going to catch on. Because that's what we saw happen with all the Batman. I mean, every season 1, series 1 has been going off. Every season 1 has been going off, really. And that's what we're going to see as time goes on, as more and more collectibles drop. We're going to have drops almost every single day with multiple drops a day. So it's going to get crazy. And that's why I think everything always comes back to those first appearances and those series 1, season 1. Like it always comes back to Genesis. And then once that gets priced out, what's next up? People are going to go to series 2, season 2 stuff. So I think the early stuff will always be the best. Good morning, family. What's going on, James? How we doing, fam? Yeah, if they do stay under 1K, then I'll grab them all. You think we're able to cash out on ETH and OMI first? I'm worried about the market crashing with MTL. So many whales can dump anytime. Crypto Dizzy. Here's the thing, though, my man. I mean, the good thing about the whales having all these collectibles, they don't have them all, but I'm just saying the whales that do have a lot of collectibles, it's actually a good thing that they do because they're already rich. So when you're already rich, you can just hold things and you're not going to sell cheap. Like when you're buying all these collectibles, when people are buying $50,000, $70,000 secret rare Spidermans, they're not going to just dump the market and hurt their own investment at that point. They're not going to, put the floor at 100,000 if they just bought at 80,000. People are buying $70,000, $80,000 Spidermans not because they're hoping or thinking it's going to go to 150 or 100, because they think it's going to go a lot more than that, right? So the first question, do you think we will be able to cash out on ETH and OMI first? I do think that we will be able to not transfer or convert our gems to OMI, but we're going to be able to list our NFTs for OMI. That's already a confirmed fact that's already going to happen. We're already going to be able to, instead of listing say you have Top Batman, right? And you don't want to list it for the gems because you'd rather have actual OMI, then you can list your Top Batman eventually for, say, 2 million OMI or something like that. So I look at our collectibles as OMI. It's almost like when you're buying collectibles, you're just staking OMI at that point. You see what I'm saying? Let's go. We got D Ramos in the building. Broke 100K on his vault valuation today. Let's go. Amazing to hear stories like that. I don't think you put too much money in either, right, my man? Pretty sure you said you only put in a little bit. Like hearing stories like that is just amazing because it shows the true power of VeVe and not even that much time. D Ramos, do you mind saying how much you put in here? If you haven't said anything about that, then you don't have to. But I'm pretty sure you already put it publicly on Twitter. So if you don't mind just saying like how long it took for you to get that amount into what it is now, over 100K. Amazing, my man. Just for any new users that may be tuning in, they think like it may be impossible to get there and something like that. Okay, yes. Yeah, so 5 to 6K, which is a pretty big investment for some people just coming to the app today. But think about that. I know you weren't here too long, right? Like you've been relatively kind of new, right? Like the last few months, I would say, or something like that. Maybe the summer. In less than a year, let alone less than a year, you turn 5K into over 100K. Like, look at that. Come on now. Like, that's amazing. I don't know too many places you can do that. Under a year. We got Jerry in the building. How we doing, fam? BZ, we in the building, homie. Do you think people will hold OMI, or are they going to use them to swap gems into crypto to fiat? I think a lot of people are going to hold OMI, James. And I think the reason why is because they're going to have a lot of incentives to hold your OMI, meaning they're like with the Master Collector program, there's a OMI utility program. So people are going to be able to stake their OMI. And what that means is basically you're giving up the ability to withdraw it for a certain amount of time. Maybe it's like 6 months or something like that. You could stake your OMI. And then you're going to be able to earn different rewards on that. You can't earn OMI because that would turn it into a security. But you're going to be able to earn rewards. Say maybe it unlocks different accessories or something like that on your collectible. And then maybe you could sell that accessory for gems or OMI or something like that. Or maybe it's going to, because you're basically taking the OMI out of circulation at that point. So that's going to definitely help the value of it if a lot of people do that. And what else is going to help too is we're going to be able to buy OMI on the VeVe app. That's going to be huge. It's almost like the reason why getting on these major exchanges is the ease of access. It's just going to be opening it up to so many more people easily, getting on the Coinbase, getting on the Robinhood, the Binance. Once we get onto those exchanges, it's just going to be the same reason why all these other cryptos explode. It's because of the ease of access. Right now, if Elon Musk and Logan Paul made videos on OMI, we would definitely see gains, but it wouldn't be the parabolic rise from 1 cent to 50 cents, right? It wouldn't be like that because that many people just can't buy it. Simply just too much friction. That's also why the VeVe app is so great for NFTs, because there's no friction. It's the ease of access, as opposed to, OpenSea and all these other platforms where you have to have the MetaMask. You have to learn that. You have to learn about connecting it. You have to do so many things that causes friction. Once things are frictionless, the ease of access, everybody gets into it. It's easy at that point. Hanging out, Spiderman is super undervalued, is being slept on heavy. I could see, yeah, definitely, because the common ran up. We see the ultra rare ran up with the secret rare. So yeah, I could see. I think the hanging out one is the uncommon, I'm going to say, right? April 2nd. Let's go. So you were here for a good amount of time, Dean Romas. You were definitely an OG. Because a lot of us OGs, we got here in March, and then there's people who got here in February, in January, even before January, right, in 2020. So April's definitely early. But let alone you turn 5K into over 100K, my man. I mean, not too many people can say they've done that in less than a year, let alone in their entire life, right? When do you think Jurassic Park is dropping? I'm thinking sometime this summer. Maybe it's like springtime, but I think Jurassic Park would do well in the summertime. Because again, people want to like show it off outside and everything like that, and I think they want that to happen. But maybe, depending on the licensors, because the licensors have a lot of say too. So maybe there's a new movie coming out. I'm not sure with Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. I'm not sure if anything's going down lately. But also, anytime there's a new movie or something like that, these brands like to correlate it, make it run alongside with their release on VeVe. A lot of these brands are using VeVe as their promotion app. We saw it with Disney Plus, with Disney. Disney contacted VeVe and was like, hey, we're having our Disney Plus month. Do you think we can, have our Disney golden moments go through your app? What do you think their answer was? Of course, let's go, right? So I think we're going to see, Disney's asking VeVe if they can do it. All these other brands are going to be asking if they can do it too. Like I said back in the day, I said it's going to get to the point where VeVe's so popping, it's going to have every brand on the VeVe app. If you're not on the VeVe app, you're going to be losing out. So I think eventually these smaller brands will be paying VeVe, most likely. How can we get on your app? I think they're already getting a lot of brands asking how can they get on their app right now. It will rise, brother. And that's the thing, yeah. Absolutely. Where's Jerry at? Oh yeah, he's talking about the uncommon Spider-Man. But I was also talking about D. Ramos. That evaluation is probably going to keep rising too. All these, if your collection's X amount of dollars worth right now, it's only going to keep rising, in my opinion. Yeah, there's going to be small temporary dips here and there, sure, just like everything else. But just like we've seen in VeVe, temporary dips for long-term massive gains, right? Like everything has a little bit. Like I always say, it goes up, comes down a little bit. Doesn't go back to the previous floor, it goes up more. Then it comes down a little bit, goes up more, comes down a little bit, goes up more. That's just how everything works. If it's a solid project and the long-term macro is up. If the long-term macro is up, then it doesn't even matter what the micro short terms do. And the micro short term, that's when you have the decision, do I day trade this stuff? But we've seen in the past, most of the time, the people that are successful just hold long-term. This is my strategy. This is why I've been able to grow my collection into what it is right now without having to keep putting in money. I put in money here and there, but I really haven't been putting in too much money lately. One thing that I like to do is just buy the duplicates like everybody's been talking about, right? I think I put out one video on it in the early summer. I know a lot of people put out other videos on it, and it makes sense, right? David Yu kind of taught us all what to do. Not what to do, but what he's done and how he was successful. Getting duplicates, it's crucial. If I didn't get my 6 or 7 Todds, I think it was 6 or 7. I might have bought one after the price all sold out, but 6 or 7 Todds, 7 Jokers, 7 Harley Quinns. Like, if I didn't get all these, there's no way I would have been able to grow my collection into what it is. When you're buying a single collectible, you have a tough decision. You can only sell it once. You may time the market wrong, sell it, and then it just triples afterwards, and then you don't have it anymore. Plus, you grow kind of attached to these collectibles. So you may get one just for the profits, the flip, but you may end up liking that collectible. Now you're torn. Do I sell it? Do I keep it? But if you bought 3 or 4 or 5, you can let one go. Maybe you made a mistake, sold it too soon. Boom. You can sell another one at the next height. So getting these multiple collectibles is crucial. Good luck on the drop, Pioneers. Jay Kill in the building. How we doing, fam? We got 12 minutes to the drop. Can't believe I got one yesterday. I haven't got a drop in the longest time. Well, it's been about, I would say, like 8 drops I think I've missed. And I know there's been people out there who have been struggling even longer. So shout out to you guys. You keep trying. You keep on trying. You don't give up. And that's what it's about. I didn't think I was going to get one. My confidence has definitely gone through the roof. Or I'm sorry, it's definitely been shattered. It used to be through the roof. But on these drops, I have not had confidence at all lately. So, it's when you least expect it. I mean, I think it was December Bitcoin. Shout out to December. Loyal follower, loyal subscriber, person in the community. I mean, they kept saying how, you always get a drop when you least expect it. And it's very true. Very true. I'm going to go over some of these prices real quick. I took screenshots. That's why I was like a minute late today. I was taking screenshots of the market right before it closed. Just wanted to go over some of the prices that were just crazy to me. A lot of these collectibles I do have. Just an FYI, that's why I kind of just took screenshots. But there's a lot of them. Some screenshots I took that I don't have, but most of these are collectibles I do have. So I saw the Dragon Girl from season 1, silver and gold, going off finally. I mean, there's only 888 of these. So this is one of my favorite looking collectibles. That it is pretty scarce. It's not tied to like a big IP brand that much. It is tied to Tokedoki though. So Tokedoki is huge worldwide, internationally. It's just not as popular, I would say, in America. There's a lot of fans, obviously, but it's more popular, more so like around the world. And Simone Legnu is the artist who made the Dragon Girls, and he's the co-founder of Tokedoki. So I believe the Dragon Girls are licensed by Tokedoki still. I could be wrong on that, but it's Simone Legnu's art, and he just made them in the physical world, at least one of them. So I thought it was pretty cool. The last set of season 1. So it's the first fine art one too. I know it sounds like I'm shilling it right now, but that's how much I love this collectible. Anybody who's been around for a while knows Dragon Girl is my baby. So anytime I can talk about Dragon Girl, I go on the tangent. But it's 4.9K, so I'm happy to finally see it moving. It wasn't really moving past 3K for a while, so happy to see that one move. Then we got the All Together now, the Ultra Rare Mickey flying. Shout out to anybody who's got the Mickey Mouse NFTs. I think Pro the Doge just got these too, so shout out to him. I think it was one of his first purchases on the VeVe app. 9.7K for the Ultra Rare. The Uncommons up to 1.5K. I know there's a lot of people that were just asking me recently, like, what do I see the price points of the common, the uncommon? And I thought it could get over 1K. I didn't think it was going to go this fast. Crazy how fast things are moving, right? So the uncommon is 1.5K. The common's 1.3K. The Avengers logo, 2.1K. The C3PO is 3.3K. The R2D2 flew. Shout out to anybody who's been holding the R2D2. If you got more than one, I mean, you are sitting pretty right now. It's 7.4K. Unbelievable. Then we got Elsa. I think Elsa's going to keep running up. There's no way Elsa stays at 3.8K. I really wish I had multiple of these. I'm just so fortunate and grateful I even have the full set of these. There was a point in time where I thought I was only going to get just a couple golden moments. Shout out to APB and Khaki, man. I mean, you guys really made sure I was on my ball when the Disney golden moments happened. So appreciate you guys big time. Imagine if I didn't get that. I'm so happy I got the whole set. Unbelievable. Then we have the Iron Man. Iron Man finally is moving. It's 2.7K. Homer and Bart, we knew that would happen, right? I mean, finally got over 1K. It's 2.1K right now. Homer and Bart is one that I've been saying since the very beginning. I believe Homer and Bart is the Todd of Disney. And people didn't think so, but it's the exact fact. I mean, it's so hard to compare Todd just because Todd's in a league of its own, right? Todd is the first NFT ever on the VeVe app. Todd is the first appearance of Batman. Todd is the first appearance of DC. Like, it's the first appearance. It's the first appearance of Batman in digital format. It's a huge deal. So you can't really compare anything to Todd. But if I was to compare it to anything, I would say Homer and Bart is the Todd of Disney. It took a while for Todd to get going. Todd was like $300 for the longest time. Finally got moving, and that's what's going to happen with Homer and Bart. Homer and Bart was chilling at like 500 for the longest time. Now it's 2.1K. So happy I kept his second one. These prices can't help you to think about the cash out timing. I'm actually not thinking about cashing out, but I'm in kind of a different position. So most people, I mean, definitely smart to be thinking about a cash out. I mean, thinking about a strategy. But here's the thing. We're so early to where it's been a blessing for me, for everybody, you know, that VeVe's kept it to where you can't cash out. Because think of how many people would have took profits and would have been kicking themselves right now, right? So I think you have to realize, think long term, right? We're only on season 3, guys. This is going to be here for decades. What are we going to be on when it's, you know, this time next year even, or 2 years from now? I think season 1, 2, and 3, the amount of additions that we just had, we may never see a full season this limited. Meaning there's obviously going to be limited drops in the future. Like say for a Monday, it may be a 1 of 100. You know, Tuesday may be a 1 of 30,000, and then Wednesday may be a 1 of 100,000 edition. So they're always going to mix it up. But this many kind of limited, super limited drops all at once, like we're in a blessed position right now. Then we got the Mickey Sorcerer's hat. Wish I had another one of these. 5K. 1.8K Pizza Planet truck. 1.8K skateboard. 1.8K Wally. Disney golden moments are just going crazy right now. So yeah, self-plug. Definitely think about it long term. I would say this is also why it's so crucial to get duplicates. I would think try to hold your Grail collectibles. Whatever the Grail is for you, everybody's got different levels, right? So whatever your Grail collectibles are, these are your never sell collectibles. Do not sell these, right? Long-term holds. Then try to get like a bunch of like medium, you know, in between, you know, flippable collectibles that, and then the ones that you don't love, the ones that you don't like a lot, those are the ones that you can keep flipping, right? So try to like have like categories of your own collection. Like in my collection, I have ones that I'm never touching, like unsellable. They may be listed, but they're listed for the absolute max. And anytime the floor is going to get close, I'm going to delist that ASAP. So just whatever you're like, that's how I think of things. And it really has helped me big time. Wow, Jerry. So yeah, the third Jurassic World movie is going to drop this summer. Oh yeah, then Jurassic Park this summer confirmed. Let's go. We got about 8 minutes left to the drop. It's 10:22 a.m. Eastern time. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? Yeah, we got about, let's see here. I was looking at old screenshots, so the picture is all messed up. It's 10:55. We got about 4 minutes and 35 seconds to the drop. I'm looking at screenshots of my pictures. It says it's 10:22. Then we got the decon popping off too recently. Decon's popping off. Let me go over the prices right before this drop. We got exact time left. 4 minutes and 17 seconds. All right, 4 minutes left. The Heroes Edition, I have one of these. Wish I had 2 of these big time. It's the Decon mascot, the first set ever from Decon. $950 is the floor. The Pop Life just went off. I don't have one of these actually. The Pop Life print, 1.4K. I was sitting like way below 1K. I think Claire, shout out to Claire. If you guys aren't following Claire, definitely follow Claire. Claire's been around forever. I think March, right? I think Claire's been around from March, same time as all the OGs. She's a huge OG in the community. Takes amazing pictures. If you guys want to see what these pictures look like in AR, definitely check out Claire. She just told me that she got the pop art recently and it absolutely exploded. So I had to check that one out. I think the floor looks pretty weak too. I think it could definitely get to 2K. A lot of the limited decon stuff is popping off right now. The Uprising finally went. It was at 120 before this morning. I think last night it was at 120. It's 164 right now. We got the painting that I just bought, the WAYOB, the vertical painting from Decon. Tara McPherson, I believe it is. 1.1K. It's one of my favorite paintings. The Snow Globe, Secret Rare. That's popping off too. Two minutes and 50 seconds to the drop. The Secret Rare Snow Globe, 2.6K. I don't have one of those either. Hoping to get one of those. I grabbed the 777 Uncommon Snow Globe. Or is it rare or something like that? I just had to get my favorite number as the mint. Captain America Secret Rare. I'm so glad I pounced on this at 3K. It was not moving for the longest time. I sold it, had to buy it back. 7.1K. The Ultra Rare is popping, 1.8K. Steve Rogers, the Common FA, 215. I'm going to go back to the drop. I don't want to miss the drop. We got 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. John F. Walker. Shout out to everybody who bought the John F. Walker for $55 yesterday on the live stream. $87 for the floor right now. The Sam Wilson, same with the Sam Wilson, I think it was like $60. It's 117. Bucky Barnes is 185 or 175. Ultraman, we saw absolutely go off. I didn't take pictures of all of them. Marvel Comics #1, common 700. Shout out to everybody who just, held or even was just in VeVe, right? Even if you just have a couple collectibles. What's going on, Paz? My loyal followers are in the building. How are we doing, December? We got fun under the sun. Let's go. Audible. How we doing, fam? We got a minute. 17 seconds left. My head's all over the place right now. I'm trying to do so many things. Market's nuts. 170 collectibles, 200 comics. Let's go. D. Ramos stacking. Morning, fam. I woke up so late today. That's because I didn't go to bed till so late. I didn't go to bed till like probably 5 in the morning. Sheesh. All right, 50 seconds left. Punch, how we doing, fam? I just splashed my eye. How did that just happen? Jesus. A little coffee in the eyeball. All right, 30 seconds left. I'm going to record this one too. Man, did you guys see how fast I was yesterday on that when I filmed it on the drop? That was probably my fastest I've been on the drop in a while. I'm going to try to repeat the same thing. 15 seconds, y'all. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to do timing gate. 1 tap. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Time now. Oh, my God. I think I got it. No way. No way. No way. Man. So I think what the secret is, you have to be on point perfect and you have to get lucky. Because I was just as quick, if not quicker, and I didn't get it this time. And you guys seen it before where I've been off my time and I've got it still. So I think the trick is, I feel pretty confident now that the trick is you have to be on point, on time, but also you just have to get lucky. Sometimes you just don't get it, right? So shout out to everybody who got one today. I missed it. Did not get one today. Missed out pretty big. Y'all think Elon will take a tie for a Cybertruck? J. Kill, I think that's actually going to be a bad deal in long term for you. I think Elon would make out big time there, actually. It sounds crazy to think about, but I really do think that's the case. Now, obviously, I mean, people are going to sell their collections, whatever, for, real life things, which makes sense. But I really do think that a tie could be more than a Cybertruck. Because think about it, right? You buy a Cybertruck, even though I love them. Shout out to Elon. I mean, I would love them, right? I'm a big fan of Tesla. I'm a big fan of SpaceX, Elon, everything that he's doing. So I do think we're gonna see a point at some time where Elon tweets out, "I'm an Omi homie." Can you imagine what that's gonna do? I'm gonna lose my mind if that ever happens. Shout out to Elon if you're watching, my man. But no, I mean, you gotta think about it. The cars, it's a physical asset, right? It's a physical asset, but it's a depreciating asset. Unless you're renting it out and making money off of it. But if it's just for you when you're driving it, I mean, that's going to depreciate in value. These digital collectibles that we have, they're appreciating in value. So, I mean, it's going to get to the point where a digital car is worth more than a physical car. Think about that, right? One day the DeLorean will be more expensive than my physical car. I'm going to clip that for sure. Let's go. You love Dragon Girls. I'm really far behind, so I'm going to try to catch up. Oh, man, this is a tough one, Horgo. I'm not positive if it's a good buy right now or not on the Ultra Rare Steamboat. I would say long term, yes. Short term, I'm not sure about that. Just because we don't know when the dips are happening. We're in like price discovery mode right now. So things are at all-time highs. And I hate to say buy it when they're all-time high, but I chased Walt when it was at all-time high at 2.9 or 2.6 and 3.4K. And that was the best decision of my life, maybe. So you may want to chase Willie at 10. Like, I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just saying I can't guarantee that it's not going to not retrace. When things are all-time high, at their all-time high, it would make sense for it to pull back a little bit. But I'm not sure if it's going to, because we're in a different territory now. VeVe's in a different in a different ballpark now. Some of the floors that we just saw a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, we may never see again. So we're definitely in price discovery mode on a lot of these collectibles. And that's a combination of things all happening at once. It's the delistings. It's the people coming in from the NBA, all over, celebrities. They're calling their friends saying, yo, time is now. MTL's almost here. A lot of these collectibles are about to be live on Immutable X, OpenSea. Steamboat going crazy. Can't cash out my MC #1 secret rare. Yeah, you won't be able to just yet on the VeVe app, but I mean, it's coming soon. You got to remember that VeVe's not going to partner with a scam. Or, I'm sorry, Disney's not going to partner with a scam. Marvel's not going to partner with a scam. VeVe's legit. VeVe's going to be here for a while. It's just getting that money transmitter license takes a couple years. Usually it takes 2 to 4 years to get, but VeVe was able to fast track it and is going to get it within 1 year. So Coinbase was the same way. When Coinbase first got launched, you weren't able to cash out for, I think, a full year or two maybe. So things happen. I'm up $1,000 since last night. Let's go. Zooming out for good connection. Yo, Brendan, hopefully you're able to get it. I'm going to zoom all the way, or I'm going to scroll all the way down, guys. Oh, no, everybody got an L. Did anybody get one? I legit have not had a comic since the 60K drop back in December. Wow, Paz. It's been a struggle, my man. I mean, I would have been in the same boat if yesterday didn't happen. This is let's watch the film together. Actually, I'm gonna revert this back to the original, so it has time to catch up and hopefully focus up for me here. Why does it never want to focus up for me? Do you guys see how quick that was? And I still didn't get it? Man. I clicked it perfectly, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought I did too. Let's go. Ariel got one. Let's go. Did you actually get a win? Let's go. No more additions. Nada, donut, L. I clicked pretty tight. Yeah, audible. I think we all just struck out. D-Lo car flying, dude. Wow. I wish I could check out what it is right now. I didn't check out what the DeLorean was. That's one I didn't check. What is the price out right now for the DeLorean Ultra Rare? Is that over 2K? I remember. All right, this is how early we were. Ready? I was close with a lot of people, and they were all saying when the DeLorean dropped, the DeLorean ruined the VeVe app. I was like, what do you mean the DeLorean ruined the VeVe app? We just got the first car ever. You say, oh, 50,000 editions. It'll never sell out. You know, it's going to be worthless. 12,000 editions for the ultra rare. That's going to be worth nothing. Don't even bother. Well, that same ultra rare is now over $1,000 minimum, right? Probably closer to $2,000. And the common, it was $13. The retail price was $30. People were selling it for half off because they just didn't want it. Said it was worthless. Same with the Marvel Comics #1 common. And now that same common is over like $150. So like, just goes to show, don't listen to people just because they're mad or they're frustrated or they gave up, whatever the case may be. Stick to your beliefs. If you got a gut feeling on something, keep doing research to allow you to have confidence to keep believing in yourself. You have gut feelings for a reason. I mean, humans have instincts for a reason. Kelvin, it was just like your microwave meme that you made last night. Best that I clicked ever in my life. Best that I ever clicked in my life. Yeah, Jabe, things have been rough. I think this new drop system is going to help out big time for a lot of people. I've been really against it in the beginning, but I think it's going to help out. It's going to be a little bit more fun, at least. It's going to seem a little bit more fair. Hopefully it is. Let's go. First win on a comic in a while. At least some people in the chat are getting one. That's all I want to see. I got one yesterday, but I feel like everyone didn't, so I'm okay with not getting one today. As long as someone from the chat gets one today. See, Brito, Knight Rider. Oh, I am going to do another giveaway today. I'm going to probably wait a little bit longer. Maybe I'll do it during this little lull period, but I'm going to get some more comments first. Got to bring back the giveaways. Let's go. Today I'm going to be giving away one of my comics. If anyone wants to donate a comic or a cheap collectible or anything like that, definitely let me know after the stream. And you can always send one. I'll do it for tomorrow. But for today's stream, I'm just going to give away one of my comics. One of my common comics that I stocked up on that's finally moving. Let's go. I remember this common comic book when it moved past $11. Finally, it's almost at like $20. So that's always good to see. Hopefully, all of you of JD go over 50K with our collection. Let's go, Jabe. I definitely think it's going to happen. You know, that'd be an awesome thing to say. All my live viewers as a 50K collection. Let's go. I think it'll definitely get there. May just take a little bit of time, but my collection was there this summer. That's where my collection was at. Shout out to Crypto Baby. She was one of the first people to cover the collection. As the vault inspector, you can definitely check out her YouTube. Her YouTube may go by Thena now, or Twitter, but Crypto Baby was the original username. And she did a video on it in the early days, and it was only 50,000. And that was this summer. Just goes to show you how much appreciation can happen in a few months. Obviously, I bought some more, but most of that's just from holding. Most of that's from just collectibles that appreciated. Possible, man. Yep. Wow. Okay, so D-Lo's at 1.8K. Interesting. That's always good to see. Can't get a comic to save my life. Man, Ross, it's been tough, Cal. It's been tough. Got the L, but good to see the fam score. Yeah, Green Goblin, absolutely. That's what I like to see. As long as the viewers, live streamers get some comics, get some drops. That's what I like to see. Because it's always frustrating to see like everybody strike out, and it's like, okay, well, this is impossible, right? But this is actually a great point too. I mean, this combined with the fact that we haven't had a huge drop, a huge IP drop or big brand or something like that dropping recently, that's also helped the market too. But definitely, Elias said people will start cleaning the market when they realize it is impossible to win a drop nowadays. Facts. And people will also start stacking sets too, right? Because they'll realize, oh, wait, I can't get a drop anymore. And the only way to really have a great chance and then the future drops is Master Collector Program points for the lottery. How do I get Master Collector Program points? Boom. And then that starts that whole thing, right? So I'll talk a little bit about it right now. Some of the things that I've been doing for the Master Collector Program, obviously, I think everyone's going to kind of need it. Now, needing it to what extent is going to be different for every single person. But think about if you have a crazy, huge drop coming up, right? Everyone keeps talking about the FA Darth Vader, which rightfully so. This is going to be unbelievable of a drop. Animated lightsaber. I'm excited for it. And I'm not even the biggest Star Wars fan. So stuff like that, I'm definitely going to want. So maybe I'll when it's the sports, maybe when the NFL, MLB, NBA drop, if that's even dropping, I'm not confirming that. But if that was the drop, I'm a big fan of sports. So maybe I would really want that collectible. I'll use those lottery Master Collector Program points to secure that drop. So that's why I think these MCP points will be big, because it could secure you another holy grail on another drop. So, but I wouldn't base your whole entire collecting strategy just around those points. Like, for me, I wouldn't sell absolute grails just for MCP points. But as you're collecting, think about that. Maybe add a couple rare comics because they give you a couple MCP points, right? Maybe add in those couple cheap, ultra rare comics that you're a fan of because they give you those MCP points. Low mints, bottom, what is it? I forget the exact percentage right now. But low mints will definitely help with MCP points too. The secret rare comics, I was going around, I had some extra gems, and I was like, you know what? We're going to be able to hang these on our showroom walls one day. I'm going to go pick out a couple of secret rare comics, ultra rare comics that are decent comic books, but more so the ones that I just love the covers of. And it'll help out with the MCP points because it's just like posters on the wall at the end of the day that you could actually read. And I'm a big fan of a lot of the art that's been dropped. So it's almost like having an extra posters too. I bought yesterday Secret Rare. Let's go, Jay. I did as well. I bought that whole set of comics right there. The Secret Rare, Ultra Rare, Rare, Uncommon. The reason I did that is just because we've seen in the past, and I'm a fan of this too, personally. We've seen season 1 go off. Why? Because that always comes back to the Genesis, right? What in season 1 popped right away? Series 1. Series 1 of stuff is going to pop because people always go back to the first. When we're on season 7 and the new collector comes to the app, they're probably going to go back to season 1 and start their collection, right? So they'll probably come to the app right away, find what they like right away, whatever the brand is that they love. And as they keep collecting, they'll go back and say, oh, what's from season 1 that's still available in my budget? So that's why I think season 1, series 1 stuff is going to be big. And this is the first ever, and like historical stuff, first ever comic book, first ever NFT, first ever NFTs in color. I like historical stuff too because I feel like that's always going to have meaning. And so this is the first ever comic book arc on VeVe. Like, I think that's a big deal. For the first time ever, we are dropping an entire Marvel comic story arc. So I think, are people going to want to have the comic book only that says part 5? No, they're going to, where's part 1, right? They're always going to want part 1. So I may have made a mistake by not getting enough gems to get 2 secret rare comics. So that's why I just loaded up on 4 ultra rare. I feel like once the secret rare takes off and it's over 1,000, 1.5K, etc., that's when the ultra rare will start to follow, just like we've seen in other comic books, right? The Marvel Comics #1 ultra rare is starting to follow that secret rare. Fantastic Four, the Doctor Doom, the Amazing Spider-Man #1, the Journey into Mystery, like these comic books, especially the Holy Grails, but even just the regular comic books, the collectibles, everything usually follows that higher rarity. Because, I mean, Dan Schauble has been talking about this too lately. Shout out to Dan. Dan Schauble was talking about how you're buying down rarities. Like, once that secret rare gets out of reach for you, you're not going to go take out a loan to get that secret rare. You're going to go buy the next cheapest one available, the ultra rare. That's why that's skyrocketing. Once those two get out of reach, what are you going to buy? The rare. And so on. You go down the ladder. So that's why all the rarities will just follow each other. I'm talking about the one that dropped yesterday, part 1 of the comic book arc. Only chance to get anything is your giveaway. That's hilarious. Boss, go. What's ultra rare Steamboat Willie at before market close? Let me show you. Let me show you. Where is it? Here it is. Ultra rare Willie, 9.7K. Yep. How do you feel about the MCP program? I do like the MCP program. Which would you choose? DeLorean 1.1 static or the one interactive? DeLorean 1-1 static or the 1.6 interactive? I would go the common. And the reason why I would go the common, Jabe, for me, it would be between the ultra rare and the common. Both of those are going to be drivable one day. We don't know when that's going to happen, but you're going to be able to remote control your, basically it's like an RC car. Your DeLorean, the common, small one. And I think eventually we're going to be able to remote control our ultra rare DeLorean too as like a real car driving down the street. And the static, I think, will be the same size as the DeLorean, obviously 1-to-1 scale, but it won't be drivable. Both of these, I think, are pretty good long-term, Knight Rider. How many sets do you think the average person has? Like the majority of people? I think the majority of people probably have less than 5 sets, if I was to guess. Especially nowadays, because we just saw an influx of new users, big time. I'm going to guess, though. I don't have any kind of factual guarantees to back that up. But I would guess that majority of the users probably have less than 5 sets, I would say. Yeah. I think getting to 10 sets will be a huge accomplishment. Because think of how hard that is. That's hard to do. That's a lot of money right now. There's a couple of sets in there that are still cheap. Like single sets too, I would say. I haven't looked at the James Bond posters lately, but a lot of those 2-set collectibles are kind of cheap still, like probably under $300, maybe $400. That might be one of the cheapest ones. Single, what is it called? The Marvel Mighties, the single set. Man, what was it? The Decon exclusive, not Decon exclusive, Comic-Con exclusive. Why can't I think of the name right now? I'm drawing a blank. You guys know what I'm talking about. What is the name of this collectible? The Marvel Mighties single set. It's a woman. Oh my gosh, why can't I'm drawing a huge blank right now. But that one's kind of cheap too. It just ran up in price, but I want to say it's about $400, I think, right now. And so if you think about that, I would say an average cheapest set's probably like $400. Captain Carter, let's go. Yes, Captain Carter, that was it. Yep, let's go. I can't believe I forgot the name. So I think Captain Carter was like $300-$400 right now. So that's one of the cheaper sets that you can get. So you times that by 10, that's a good amount of money for an average person, right? So I feel like 10 sets, I don't think average person probably has 10 sets. What do you guys think? Do you think the average person probably has less than 5 sets, I would say, right? There's obviously a lot of people who do have more than that, but I would say, like, if you're taking in everybody who's on the VeVe app right now, including people who just joined yesterday. Yeah, these comic book drops have turned into a very big struggle. I'm going to tweet out something, repost some people real quick. I forgot to. VeVe, non-fungible. Shout out to It's Wonderful. You just said the VeVe app just crashed. Did anybody get this? Yeah, shout out to Claire. She just tweeted. Crazy. She said, I always knew VeVe Official was special, and I would look back one day and think, wow, how glad I was to believe and invest as was early. However, this last week has blown my fragile little mind and is life-changing, and this is only the beginning. Facts. Like, just think about how early we are, guys. Like, we are so early to where people will just be mind blown. Like, what do you mean you have a Todd McFarlane Batman? Like, how do you pay $100,000 for that? It's like, no, we didn't pay $100,000. A lot of us paid 80, or a couple hundred, or a couple thousand, or maybe you just got it 8,000. I believe Todd is going to flip a lot of the biggest, or every big NFT project out there. Todd McFarlane Batman. This is going to be one of the biggest NFTs in the entire world. This is the first appearance of Batman in premium digital format in the world. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that these brands, DC, this is the first ever NFT that DC released. We have the first NFTs from DC, Marvel, Disney. This is legendary. Like, just think about that. We have the first NFTs from Disney, Marvel, DC. Legendary. Like, it's going to be insane. It's only just beginning. Shout out to everybody who's in VeVe right now. We're all early. I'm not sure if we'll have rebounds as an option anymore once that new drop system comes in. Oh, Rogers the Musical. Okay, great point. Great point. Yep. That's like 280 right now, 290. Yeah, great point, Jerry. Yep. I don't think there's too many under that, right? That might be the cheapest, actually. Yep. Let's go, Superman said. I hopped on VeVe in February last year, and I didn't have a single set till October. Now I have 15. Let's go. That's awesome. Maybe you're able to use some of that leverage that you built up being here from February to increase your set collection, right? I was on God level on drops. Today was humbling. Sometimes we need some good humbling, right? The app is fine. It won't be for long, though. 3.6 mil put into the app yesterday. Like, dang, yo, in the 9 hours, 1.3 mil. Wow, is that what the stats were? That is a lot. I mean, it makes sense though. I mean, what we're seeing right now is I think people are realizing that the MTL is almost here, so we will be able to withdraw soon. Like it's people are starting to get that confirmation in their head, like, okay, it's almost here. I feel safe putting in this money now. That's why I always look at people like who had a lot of money, who trusted and put their money in, knowing like they had to have a crazy amount of research, belief, and trust to do it. Like Lewis Morgan, shout out to you, bro, because you had the vision. And that's why I love people like that, because obviously someone who just looks at the VeVe app, doesn't do the research, doesn't really dive into it deep, they're not going to trust or have confidence to put, their hard-earned, hundreds of thousands, however much, people put in, millions at some point, right? They're not going to put that in knowing that you can't just withdraw it. It takes a lot of time and effort and research to understand who these founders are, to understand what this team is doing, capable of, and what they've done before, to understand that, okay, this is a safe investment. Actually, this is a safe app. Like this isn't as risky as I once thought. Probably tune into all the AMAs, right, to understand. And when people get on the ground floor of things, this is why Gary Vee's been so successful. He gets on the ground floor. Like he gets in the community, follows the people in the community, and really gets to think about and understand their mindset, pick their minds. And most people who are that successful don't do that stuff. And the people who do continually to get on that ground floor, they'll continue to have success, because it's about reading people's behavior, humans' behavior, and like understanding the psychology of what everybody's thinking. And the people who are really good at that tend to have a lot of success. We got energy in the house. How we doing, brother? Got a comic on 12 minutes. Okay, so good to know that rebounds are still going on. Yeah, Zbrito. So the app sometimes crashes when you're going in your showroom. I think that's probably what Pineapple is talking about. Like when you're going in your showroom, right? Sometimes I'll go into my showroom and it just crashes. Like I think there's too many people on it or something. That's happened before, but they fix it. But now maybe there's just too many people on VeVe, or maybe it's the drops too. Maybe it just crashes because there's too many people. That's true too. I forgot about the Groot. The Groot's also a cheap set as well. Cheap sets, I think, will get expensive because there's people wanting those MCP points. They're going to run up those sets. Oh, that's good to know that they did fix the specimens. Let's go. Energies in the ultra rare Dragon Girl Club. Let's go. Man, that's one of my favorite pieces. Just the way it looks. As soon as I saw the Dragon Girl, I was instantly attached to it. And the more I talk about it, I mean, the more obsessed I get with it. It's the first ever artwork of season 1. I have only 2 of them, and I wish I had a 3 because it's hard to sell 2 when you only have 2. It's hard to sell 1 when you only have 2. I mean, that's the whole reason why duplicates are clutch, because I could sell 1 and still always hold 1. So I always have that option. But getting 3, 4, 5 is so clutch. Like I just got a 3rd Nightwing, and I thought like, yes, I got my 3rd one, so I can sell that one and keep my 2 that I got on the drop. But as soon as I got the 3rd one, I was attached to that one, just because of like the history around that one, what that one means. That was a trophy. So Secret Rare Dragon Girl is a blue chip. I would actually agree, Brendan. It's one of the blue chips. I would say it's a lower tier blue chip, but I think it's still a blue chip. I would say it's a lower tiered blue chip though. How is our market cap now? Do you mean for Okomi or like the collectibles? since the market's closed and everything like that, I'll just see what Komi's at. All right, so Omi's at 0.0074, and just for fun, just to show you guys, Doge. I'm not comparing Doge and Omi, but just letting you guys know, Doge was at 0.0085 this time last year. Just saying, we're at 1.2 billion market cap. What is DG? Dragon Girl. So DG usually just people call Dragon Girl DG, just a little short little nickname. DG, JD. What do you think will drop Saturday? Dragon Ball Z, Powerpuff Girls Series 3. Tell you what, if Powerpuff Girls Series 3 drops, Bubbles, Blossom, Buttercup, they're all out of reach once that happens. I don't know what we're going to see drop, though. I know Saturday we'll see the 6th part of the comic book drop at 11 a.m. So I'm wondering if the same day, later that day, we're going to see a collectible drop. Or maybe they'll wait till Sunday. Interesting. I would love them to drop Batman. I think it would be Series 6, though. Aren't we on? Don't we already have Series 4 and 5? Yeah, Brendan. I think it's going to get crazy, my man. Like, think about it, right? Doge was at point. I'm not comparing these two and say just because Doge went, Omi's going to go. I'm just showing you what Doge did, and then you can make your own conclusion. Doge went from 0.0085 in January 2020, 2021. And how long did it take? How many months did it take to get up to almost $1? That wouldn't happen if it wasn't for Robinhood and these big exchanges, right? The ease of access, once Elon talks about it, once that goes viral around the entire world, everyone's like, how do I buy it? Robinhood, buy. Ease of access. If it was like Bit4X and you had to figure out all that spot account, half the people won't even do it, right? Once we're on Coinbase, if we are on Robinhood, I think Coinbase will be the boom, right? And hopefully, I think they're going to try to time it to where you can probably buy it on Coinbase the same time we can probably buy it right on the VeVe app. I mean, just think, how many holders do we have of Omi right now? I'm not sure of the exact numbers, but imagine how many are going to hold Omi after, they just make a post on the VeVe app. All the live holder or all the active monthly users can now hold Omi. That's like 1.5 million active users could just hold Omi instantly. Like, not saying everyone's going to do it, but man. Coinbase buying Omi on the VeVe app, that's just without utility. That's just like, I mean, you're going to be buying Omi, holding Omi to buy these NFTs with, or just to hold. Plus, you have the whole land taking into consideration. Land's going to burn so much. Staking, buying accessories. Imagine how many people, how many kids will be swapping their Barbie outfits. How many people will be swapping their rims on their cars, paint jobs. That's all going to probably be Omi. How much do you think Harley Quinn Deluxe 269 is worth? Well, 69 is actually a great mint number. Like, people will be definitely attracted to special mint numbers, and that's one of them. Special or funny mint, whatever you want to call it, right? That's definitely it definitely has a little bit more value there. Harley Quinn Deluxe 2, not an FA, but it's a 2 collectible set. I'm not sure what the floor is right now, but definitely a lot more than the floor because it's a sub 100, so you got that going for it, and it's kind of a special number. $171K holders. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we only have 170,000 people who hold Omi right now. Can you just imagine how many more people will hold Omi if you can just buy Omi on the VeVe app, which is going to happen? Like, that's insane. Obviously, not every single person will do it like right away, but I think a lot of people would, especially I think they're going to have special drops. Not just you can buy NFTs, but maybe this certain drop only you can get it in Omi. Well, I think instantly, I think we have like 300,000 people minimum on the app during the drop days. So like right there, it could just double the amount of holders who hold Omi just from enabling it on the VeVe app. Then you have Coinbase. Like this could get ridiculous really fast. Like just buckle up. This year is going to get crazy, I think. And it's only really year one, because the first year was just like a beta test. Like things are going to get wild, guys. It's going to get crazy next couple of years. Yes, exactly, Brendan. I feel like everyone will sell at least one collectible for Omi just to have some, creating a brand new holder address. The holder draws in more crypto eyes. Yep. Facts. Hey, December. Appreciate you for tuning in big time. Let's try our luck on tomorrow's drop and snipe some on the market later on. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Appreciate you big time. Yeah, Sniffles are back big time. That's a domino effect. That's a fact, my man. That's a fact. If we have gems, will that be like the Omi crypto or dollar still? What do you think? So the gems are always going to be like $1. I don't believe you're going to be able to turn your gems into crypto. Now, what you'll be able to do is sell your collectible for Omi. And that's how you're going to be able to get your Omi. Like, say I have this Rizzo, right? I could list it right now for $20,000 because I think the floor is at like 24. Maybe it dipped down to 20. Just for example, 10,000 for I could list this for $10,000 or 10,000 gem floor, undercut everybody, and it would sell instantly, right? I would get 10,000 gems. I would only have 10,000 gems. Soon, I could list that, say, for like 1 million Omi instead of 10,000 gems. Well, people could then pay me 1 million Omi, and I would have 1 million Omi now. So that's kind of how that would work. VeVe Beta OGs. Absolutely, man. I mean, having the VeVe OG tag is actually going to be a huge symbol, whether people realize it or not. The same way there's a blue check mark on Instagram. Like, think of why that's valuable. I mean, being a VeVe OG will have a lot of value in it. Yeah, Jerry, it's definitely about 1 to 2 weeks away. They said that a couple of days ago in the AMA, and it's going to be a boom on the comics. Once we can show them off in the showroom, it's already booming, and we can't even show them off yet. So just think about when we can actually put these in AR in our showroom. People can come in, look at the art, and read the comic. Maybe there's accessories. We can put these comics in cases like this one. And, that'd be just amazing. I love Omi. That's a fact. Yeah, VeVe Holics videos will go bananas when that happens. Yeah, shout out to the Vaultaholics. VeVe Holics, same thing. Oh, price predictions on Omi for the end of March. More than what it's at right now. I don't want to give an exact price prediction because I don't know when we're going to be on Coinbase. I don't know when we're going to be on Binance. I don't know when we're going to be on all these major exchanges. I don't know when we're going to be able to buy Omi on the VeVe app. It could happen next month. It could happen March. It could happen April. It could happen this summer. Unfortunately, maybe it happens end of the year. I don't think it'll take that long, but it'll happen like throughout the year. Maybe we get 1 or 2 early, maybe 1 in the summer, maybe 1 later in the year type thing. So let's go. Drew Seller, what a come up. This is what it's about right here. Drew Seller bought 100 Captain America FA commons at $4 each, and he just held them. He knew eventually they would get their time, right? That time is now, my man. Each one is about like 200, 230, got up to 250. Let me check the market out right now. Market's still closed. What's considered an OG? I got in VeVe in July. So I think what they're going to do is anyone who was here, who made an account or bought anything in season 1. I think that's what they said they were going to make the cutoff line for to be like a VeVe OG. I'm not positive they're going to keep it that way, but I'm pretty sure that's what they said. Anyone, because the season 1 was their beta season. This whole year was really a beta year, but I think they said anyone who bought anything or was here, made an account prior to season 1 will be a VeVe OG, which everybody here is an OG. It's just, there has to be a cutoff at some point, so it makes sense for them to do season 1, I would say. But I mean, we're all pioneers. Everybody who's in VeVe right now, in the first year, wow, just congratulate yourself that you're here right now. And there's always going to be people who have bigger collections. Like, people have bigger collections than me. But I would say the biggest thing is not to focus and think like, oh, he's got that and I don't have it. Be grateful for what you have, and just think about where you came from before and where it's at now, and then how you can expand that even more. Because what it's at right now is not what it's going to be at in 3 to 6 months from now. It's most likely going to be a lot more. Not financial advice, but everybody's collection is going up. Like, more and more people are just going to keep piling into VeVe. Why? Because this is going to be the biggest and best NFT platform in the entire world for decades to come. This is something I've been saying for months, right? A lot of people have been saying it. And it's finally our time to really show the world what VeVe is. When you have this many IP brands, you have the biggest brands in the world. The longer MTL takes, the longer I hold. That's a fact. I think Batman Who Laughs could hit 1K. Crazy to say that because I never thought I'd say it this fast. Well, it's funny because at first I thought everything was going to boom like the next week when I found VeVe, right? I was buying everything like, oh my gosh, everything's about to go crazy. And then it kind of like died down, and there's a lot of FUD. People didn't really have a lot of buy pressure anymore. People were selling off. So a lot of things dipped. Batman Who Laughs was like $60 for the longest time. So I thought things were going to pop right away. Then I thought, okay, maybe this may take like a year. And now things are popping off like 6 months later from that. So it was crazy. We went like real high, real quick, fell down for a while, and then we shot right back up. Things have been wild. It took IMX 9 days to get on 15 exchanges. Yeah, I think it's a little bit different of a situation. But like you said, absolutely, 9 days to get on 15 exchanges. Once we're on Ethereum, like once everything's officially transferred, I think we may not hit 15 exchanges right away, because I think they did say they want to roll it out kind of slowly. But exactly, 15 more exchanges in the next, however many months, years. We're going to be on every exchange at some point, right? It's just going to take a matter of time. Hopefully it's soon. But I think we could definitely see a handful of exchanges this year. I think they did say the exact amount, but I forget exactly what they said. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the cutoff for season 2 was. I'm trying to think now. The first season 2 collectible that dropped was Batman Who Laughs. The last collectible of season 1 was the Dragon Girls. The last collectible of season 2, the first collectible of season 3 was Red and Black Harley Quinn Series 2. Does that make sense? So it went Todd, first series, or first season, that Todd Batman Series 1. The second season, the first set was the Batman Who Laughs. And then the third season, the first set was the Harley Quinn Red and Black Series 2. Adventure Time Season 1 is a sleeper watch. That's a fact, Frankie boy. I don't have Series 2 anymore, but I have Series 1. I think they're both going to go crazy. I'm a little bit more of a big fan of Series 1 of Adventure Time, just because I think it has a little bit more historical impact, but both are Season 1. Both are going to do fantastic. Okay, yes, Supergirl was Season 2. Yep, that CoverGirl set was Season 2. You're right. Absolutely. Adventure Time, I think, is going to be good because that was the second set ever. Adventure Time Series 1 was the second set ever on VeVe First colored NFTs on VeVe. And Adventure Time Series 2, it's still Season 1. So, like, anything in Season 1 is going to have its day to pop. Crazy. Even the Kid Robin J exploded. I think it's not really crazy when you think about it, because all these FAs we've been talking about forever, it's like, I feel like we've been saying, like, FAs, Season 1, and it's like, yeah. But finally, like, something clicked in everybody. It's like, oh, Season 1 first appearances. And it's like everything just went crazy. Even Season 2's first appearances are just big in general. It'll be like a unicorn to have a first appearance in Season 1 now, I bet. Market open. Let's go. Appreciate you guys for letting me know. Open a little bit later today. All right, so the comics. Again, not many at all delivered, so be careful. We got the common. There's 50 available for $23. We got 23 available for the uncommon, $33. We got 11 available for the rare, $150. We got 13 available for the ultra rare, $399. Oh, wow. I think the ultra rare for part 1 is like $180 right now. The secret rare, there's only 6 available, and the price is $1.5K. So I would definitely be careful if you're buying these right now. Like I said, I loaded up on the part 1 just because I think people are going to want part 1 the most. Because there's going to be probably more than 600 people in the world who want to collect all 1 through 6, right? And I say 600 because that's how many secret rares there are. And I think part 1 will go crazy. But that was just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe people don't go hard on this arc of the comics. I just feel like there will be more arcs eventually. So having the first one will be big. I bet, though, we do have a big collectible drop next week. Maybe it's not that big, so it doesn't hurt the market that much. But if we do have a big collectible drop, say Sunday or later that Saturday, or maybe they drop an announcement for something big next week, maybe we see the market temporarily kind of pause of all the buying pressure that we've just seen lately. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But that was my strategy. I kind of went a little bit harder than usual on the part 1. The commons already dipped down to 17. What's the common part 1? So the common part 1 is actually $26. I think people are starting to realize, like, okay, wait, if part 2 just dropped, part 3 is tomorrow. What's part 1 at? And I probably will buy part 2 common, actually, because I'm not going to be able to afford, or I'm not going to want to afford the secret rare for all of them. So I'll probably get the common at least for all of them. The common's about like 17, 19, $20 right now. I don't think it's terrible if you buy one right now, but I mean, there's going to be so many more delivered. It probably will dip. So if you want to wait, I don't think it's a bad idea to wait. I don't think the common price will explode $100 in the next day. Long term, it could. Absolutely. But right now, I mean, as these get poured into the market, usually it's been best to wait. We'll see what the strategy is today. I'm probably going to wait a little bit to buy a common. I mean, I got enough to where I could buy it for 25 and really obviously not a big deal, but I'm not stressed to get it right now. I believe so, Jabe. I mean, yeah, it has to be the first Cartoon Network. Yeah, that's definitely the first Cartoon Network to drop. That's a fact. Let's go. I think someone talked about him. Him's a good one because of how scarce it is. I mean, such a thin floor. Like, that's eventually gonna pop. There's 23 left available, 8.7K. There's only 300 available. But see, that ties into like popularity versus scarcity. There's probably 300 people in the world who know him and want to collect the first appearance of him. But it's not as popular as, say, the Powerpuff Girls or something as big, like well known as that. But for 300 editions, I think him will have its day to really pop. Me personally, though, I don't have 8.7K to spend something like that. And if I did, I'd rather invest it into other collectibles. Try to focus on things that I love, but also things I think will be more so valuable to the world. That's definitely a season 1 legendary one, though. I mean, if you got extra gems, I think things like that will continue to go up. Powerpuff Girl is gonna rock it. I believe so too. What is the name of the part 1 comic? So part 1 was the Web of Spider-Man number 31. Web of Spider-Man 31 isn't like a holy grail or like a top comic book in the real world, but because it's the first part of the first ever comic book art, I felt like that could have a possibility of exploding because of that. The sign for the giveaway. Awesome, yeah, I'll get that started now. Let's see. I'm gonna pick a. Wheel of Names. Let's go. I got a bunch of people in here. I'm just gonna make a new list. All right, guys. If you guys want to get entered in the giveaway, just write on the comments your not VeVe username, but your YouTube username. That way, when I pick the winner, it's gonna be like a wheel, and when it spins and it picks your name, that's when I'm gonna call out. So Tassan, call out Tassan. Or actually, Tassan, I'm gonna add Tom Papas. Make sure you leave your VeVe username. That way, it's just easier for me to read out. Billy Bob Bitcoin. Same for you. I'm gonna write Billy Bob Bitcoin. Is that fine? Is Doorman at the door? Hilarious. There's some funny times on the streams, man. Jerry. Hello, kid. Drew Seller. Let's go. Giveaways are always fun. I mean, it adds a little spice to the live stream. Z Brito. I'm gonna save this list. Brendan G. Delete. I'm just kidding. Riley Pearson. I got DB335. We got Niner. Yogaston. Boom, boom. Baggy Dot. Let's go. Yeah, this is definitely a lot better than the VeVe username. Montage. Clockwise 104. Probably hilarious. The people just joining a live stream. Probably like, what is everyone writing their username for? Terrell Moses. If you guys are new, just tuning in. People are entering their username for a giveaway. Valdemar. We're giving away a comic book. So if you guys want a chance, Bosco, break down your username. Knight Rider. Or we got 18 people in the giveaway. Becky Blaze. We got a lot. Energy, Kryptonite. VeVe lottery. Let's go. What if VeVe lottery wins it? Could you guys imagine? VeVe lottery just wins the lottery. Jerry, I got you, brother. Becky's trying to get two two entries in here. Seska. Scott. Make sure you guys don't leave the chat either, because when I do this giveaway right now and I call your name and you're not here, it's gonna re-roll gate. We're gonna have to re-roll. Gabe. Yep. Goblin. Out the Green Goblin, man. Big fan of the comic book. I had to grab that one. One of the few ultra rares or secret rares that I do have, actually. Big fan of the way that one looks. Yep, definitely. That's what I'm doing, Saggy Dot. Reroll. Oh, awesome. If you want to send me a collectible for a giveaway, you can definitely send me one. I'll do the giveaway with your collectible for tomorrow. You can send me a message on Twitter. Johnny Dunn 777 on Twitter. I have a lot of stuff listed in the marketplace if you guys want to find my username that way to send me anything. I have my Todd listed for 9.9 mil. Let's see, I got my Robin FA for 9.9 mil, Ultraman 7 for 9.9 mil, the Secret Rare Spider-Man for 9.9 mil, Nightwing, Ritmo, Walt. Like, I just list my top things for the top price. So if you guys want to, send me a collectible that way, you definitely can. Try to let me know that you did that though, so I can keep track of it. So like Twitter message me or something like that. Cyber Chase. Especially because I'm following so many people now on VeVe to where the notifications, I probably won't see it, to be honest. Unless it's like right away. A lot of people in here. Let's go. I got you, Frank. I gotta put Kelvin in here. Yo, so true, Brendan. The drops, it's like a market game now, You have to make moves in the market to really benefit. I like the free ones. Make sure you like and subscribe to Big Boy Johnny D. Let's go, my man James. Appreciate you big time, brother. Marvel Comics #1 secret rare giveaway. It's hilarious. So yeah, Ricker, definitely send me a text on Twitter, and if I don't get it, it should pop up, and I should be able to follow you. All right, I'm gonna be doing the wheel. Let's go. I like to take a little video of it, show you guys how it goes. So we got, let's see, you got 33 people here. All right, guys, for the Immortal Hulk comic book #1. Giveaway time. Let's go. And the winner is Cyber Chase. Wow. Green Goblin, you were close, bro. We have Cyber Chase in here. Let's go. And the winner is Cyber Chase. Wow. Green Goblin, you were close. Giveaway time. Let's go. And the winner is Cyber Chase. Wow. Green Clockwise, you were so close, my man. Mr. Locknet, was that you? Let's go. And the winner is. Or Cyber Chase. Cyber Chase. Wow. Green Goblin, you were close. Giveaway time. Let's go. Was that you, Mr. Locknet? Were you Cyber Chase? I can't tell. I can't remember. I'm trying to go back in the chat right now and look. Oh, you were. Let's go, my man. See, that's why I just don't like using. Like, I like using the YouTube name just so I can remember. But let's go, Cyber Chase. Let's go. All right, brother. What's your VeVe username? I'm guessing your VeVe username is Cyber Chase. That's why you did that. Just in the future, guys, if you can actually just write your YouTube name, like your giveaway name would be Mr. Locknet. That way, it's just a little bit easier for me. Yeah, Green Goblin. You were two away from winning, man. So close, so close. Mr. Locknet, just let me know in the live chat. Is your VeVe username Cyber Chase? While I pull up this comic. Let's go. Floor price is $32 on this comic now. Guys, I bought 40 of these when the price was anywhere from 11 to like 19 bucks. And it's $32 right now. Let's go. Finally. All right, let me just pull this up. Huge. Let's go. Yes. All right, cool. Perfect. Cyber Chase. He was saying I like the free ones too. Wow. Let's go. What are the chances? Transfer. So you don't have an icon, right? You don't have a profile picture? It's just blank. Boom, just like that, right? Good vibes, good vibes. Appreciate you big time. Closer for me than the drops. Yeah, clockwise. You were one away, man. I really thought it was going to be you. Oh, I forgot the 2FA. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to the winner. Man, I'm so happy that that comic book is finally over $30 now. Crazy. The Spider-Man is just moving right now. Let me go over these prices. I think still, does a lot have to get delivered because prices are going up? Yeah, okay. Still have to get delivered. So, I'm not saying don't buy this, but I think prices possibly could come down still. We see the common Web of Spider-Man going for $29.99 part 1. Part 2, common, is going for $25. So we'll see if that goes up or down. There's 170 available. We got 56 available uncommon for $92. We got 41 available for $165. We got 23 available, $410. I'm sorry, let me restart this because I wasn't telling you guys the rarity. The uncommon has 56 left in the market for sale for $91, which I think there's going to be a lot more than 56 once more get piled in there. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this comic book series is better than I thought and people are buying them up. We got rare, 41 available in the market for $160. We got the ultra rare, 23 available in the market for $410. Secret rare, we got 22 available for $1K. The common's definitely more than I thought it would be. There's 170 available, $26 for the common. Yeah, our price is going up, right? Wow, partner statue just jumped. It's crazy because partners, I was so close to selling my duplicate, and I'm so glad I did not. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna sell it for $13K to get 2 Da Vinci's. Partners would have been out of reach for me. I think Da Vinci will go up big time though. Trying to find it actually right now. Yeah, so it's at 10.9K. It'll get moving soon. Disney. Wow. Partners at 38K. Oh my gosh. It's only just beginning for this collectible, man. This is the first appearance of Walt Disney and the first appearance of Mickey Mouse, all in one collectible. Oh my. Let's go. Johnny, you're a blessing. Let's go, Walt. God is good. Let's go. Owe me player 1. Let's go. Man, shout out to everybody who's just been along for the ride. What a journey it's been. What a journey it's been, y'all. Things are just beginning still, guys. Like, man. Price predictions on partner statue by the end of the month. End of this month? It's only January 17th. Like, this is going to sound crazy, but like, this is the first appearance of Walt Disney and the first appearance of Mickey Mouse, of the first ever, Disney NFTs that they released. Whew, man. Like, easy 100K. Easily 100K. We still have a full 2 weeks left. Like, I think a lot of it's going to depend on what they drop. If we go the rest of these 2 weeks of this month and they're only like kind of semi-decent drops, decent as in like, it's not the FA Darth Vader. It's not a Pokemon drop. It's not a confirmation that we even have Pokemon. I'm just saying. More like an announcement, I guess I would say. It all depends what they drop. Because as you guys seen, they haven't released a huge FA of somebody yet. The last few weeks, and it gave the markets some time to breathe. And it was a combination with things like People from the NBA's coming in. People who were on the fence putting money in are now putting money in because they know MTL is coming. There's a lot of catalysts that are all kind of happening at once. Could you imagine, Willow? I almost thought about selling. I mean, 2 million Omi, you can't go wrong with it, right? But 38K now, how many million Omi is that, right? Hey, I'm going to be signing off too, Kelvin, so don't worry about it, brother. Appreciate you big time for tuning in today. It's for giveaway to a girl. Hold it 1 year. You mean don't give it away for tomorrow's giveaway, my man? You're telling me to hold it for a girl? Is that what you're saying? Rickard Broma, my man, looking out. 38K partner gone now. Whoo! We got whales watching. Wow, yep. 39K. I mean, shout out to anybody who just picked up if you were on the live stream watching. She needs to learn history. Interesting, my man. My man, what are you about to send me right now? I'll make sure she does her research on it. Yeah, Walt's a good one, man. I mean, Walt's part of history. We got a username called VFriends. He's got one collectible. It's the Walt statue. Interesting. Just gave him a follow. Thanks for the stream, man. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. I send it to you, and you pick winner. Awesome, awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. You want me to pick the winner for tomorrow? Are you saying, or are you telling me to hold this collectible for a year and then give it to the winner, or do you want me to give it to the winner tomorrow? You're saying, and it has to be a girl. Is that what you're saying? Maybe I'll do a winner for the girls, and then I'll do a winner for the guys tomorrow. How about we do that? Wow, blossom painting. That's huge. Have a blessed day, JD. Willow, appreciate you for tuning in as always. Yup, Jay, appreciate you for tuning in as well. Blossom painting. Holy cow, my man. I think this one could do really well. Yeah, absolutely. That blossom painting, the decon one, are you talking about? I think that those paintings are starting to move, right? The bunny blossom. Yeah, holy cow. It's a $600 one right now. And a thin Florida 5K and beyond. This is going to be an amazing giveaway. This is going to be a huge giveaway. Let's go. Rickard, I send to you now. No guys. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. So tomorrow, I'm going to be giving away 2 giveaways tomorrow. One for the girls, one for the guys. Wow, this is going to be a good giveaway tomorrow. This is going to be a huge giveaway. Guys, a bunny blossom. And Rickard Broma, are you on Twitter or what's your social like that so I can give you a good shout out tomorrow? I'm going to write it down too so I don't forget. But yeah, I appreciate this big time, man. It's going to be a good one. Partner statue at 39K now. Yeah, it's going crazy. Write down Rickard Broma. Yeah, these paintings, they're going to do really well, especially once other countries pour in. Hit me up with QR code. Hey, yep, I got you, brother. I mean, I'm going to give it out to everybody here. I mean, I'm going to send it out. This way, I mean, you can always look for my collectibles in the VeVe app in the market. I mean, I'm listing a lot of my collectibles for the max 9.9 mil. And then here's one right here. So here's my QR code. If you guys want that, you can send me a collectible. This way, I can always give it out on live streams or anything like that. Just try to let me know, because if you send it to me and don't let me know, I may not ever even notice it. So always try to let me know in a Twitter, Instagram, or live chat DM. There's 2 whales from Montreal on the stream today, Tazo and Red. They are both holding multiple Spider-Mans from the drop. Let's go. That's amazing. I mean, shout out to all the Spider-Man Secret Rare holders out there. I was blessed. I was so fortunate. I was able to get a Secret Rare Spider-Man 2 for $400, guys. Anyone who got one on the drop, I mean, just another blessing. VeVe helped you turn $400 into over $100,000, right? I mean, where else can you guys do that? It's amazing. Let's go. Is Boy Broma on Instagram? Two hours ago, I bought an ultra rare Dragon Girl for 3.6 and now almost 5K. Let's go. We love you, OG. Hey, appreciate you guys too so much, man. I mean, what makes this so much fun, not just for me, but for everyone, is like the community that's been built right now. Community has been such a buzzword that all these NFT projects use just to like capitalize on it. But what we have built has been truly remarkable. We have the biggest brands in the world right now watching me, watching everybody in the community, all the influencers, everybody in the Twitter community, VeVe community, anywhere on YouTube, Facebook. We have the biggest brands in the world watching all of us in awe right now, thinking like, how did this happen? Unbelievable. Hey, shout out to ACT. If you just follow me watching live stream, just followed you back. Yeah, my VeVe username is Johnny Dunn 7. JOHNNY 7. Sometimes when you go to search for me, it doesn't pop up right away. You have to like scroll all the way down some reason. That's why I just list my stuff in the marketplace. It's a little bit easier that way. Hey, let's go. Fun under the sun with a super chat today. Smash the like button, folks. I mean, Fun under the sun has been a loyal subscriber for a while too. There's the point where I blocked him by accident. Shout out to you, brother. I mean, you didn't get mad or anything like that. You knew it was an accident. Sometimes I get these bots in these live chats and I try to block them. And I think what happened was I must have clicked on Fun Under the Sun's name. He must have left a comment like right after it. And I thought I blocked the bot, but I blocked Fun Under the Sun. And it lasted a couple days too. I didn't know how to unblock him. So shout out to you, my man. Appreciate you big time, brother. Let me go over some of these market prices. I mean, the market's booming, right? I'm going to go over the Spiderman prices right now, actually, because the prices are rising big time. I think people are going ham. They don't care that it's not delivered. Maybe they're all delivered by now. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure half still has to get delivered in the market, but prices are just skyrocketing. Like it's crazy. Like the ultra rare amazing Spider-Man part 2 that just dropped is 400. There's only 43 available, but there's $465 right now. The ultra rare from part 1. Then let me see. Ultra rare from part 1's 209. It's finally moving a little bit, but it was 199 before the stream. My man, what? My man just donated $666 to the super chat. Wow, my man. Appreciate you big time, brother. He said, I find you, buddy. Let's go. Rickard Broma, man. This is the biggest super chat ever. Unbelievable. Let me see. Is this for the Blossom right here? The super chat? Sometimes it takes a while for the collectibles to load right now. I feel like that's just the demand that we have right now on the VeVe app. Like there's just so many people. Let's go. All right, so the Bunny Blossom, there's only 31 available in the market right now. There's only 1,266 editions possible, and the floor price is $700. Let's go. Let me show you guys what it looks like. This is incredible. Man, I appreciate you big time. Now, I think this is a big deal. I mean, this art is going to go crazy. once different countries pour in. I'm pretty sure it's pretty big in different countries. Very calming, soothing vibe. Really matches the wave too, the one I have. I just want to transfer it. Send me in Instagram. Okay, yeah. So that guy is a community gem. Yeah, this guy is amazing. Shout out to Rickard Broma. I'm not sure which one his Instagram is. Bore Broma. BorjeBromma. What's your Instagram, Rickard? Is that what the Instagram is? I'm gonna look you up right now. Sounds like you're just having trouble sending it to me. Jabe, appreciate you big time, my man. Definitely. My Instagram is Johnny Dunn 7 or a QR code. Yep. Let me look you up real quick. This is Rickard's Instagram. My man. Sweden. Let's go. Just wrote a little comment. Or say not comment. A little DM. Sending you the QR code. Man, the super chat, bro, and sending me a collectible that's this expensive too for a giveaway. Man, I appreciate you big time. Make sure you guys follow Rickard Broma on Instagram. Same as on Facebook, but he doesn't use that. Are you on Twitter too? Is that what your Twitter name is? SWE Hunk? That's hilarious. Yep, it is. Let's go. So this is his Twitter. Let's all go give him a follow, VeVe fam. I don't think he uses it too much. He's got 4 followers. Let's get him up there. We got 37 people in the chat. Let's get his followers up to at least 30. Let's go give Rickard a follow on Twitter. Let me try to zoom in real quick. It's got to focus up for me here. There it is. Let's go. Let's get him to 30 followers. Broma Rickard, SWE Hunk. Let's go. Man, I appreciate you big time, brother. That means a lot. I love you, man. Man, I love you guys too, bro. I appreciate everybody in this community, man. I mean, what we just have built in such a short amount of time, guys, has been truly a once in a lifetime thing that doesn't happen. Like, I know it sounds like a joke and things like it was like funny, like Moon Boy type thing when I was talking about how, like, when we're in the middle of history, like, it's so hard to realize that you're in the middle of history until it's written in a book. Well, soon, this whole Ecomi VeVe journey, I guarantee you one day it'll be in a book. If not a book, it'll be in a digital format, like a movie or a documentary or something. And we're all part of history, guys. Not just me, not just, one person. We're all a part of this together, because there wouldn't be this community without everybody. Everybody plays their role. Everybody has a role and they play it. That's why, I've always been a part of winning teams, whether it was in high school baseball, college baseball, golf, whatever the case may be. Golf's not really a team sport, but with baseball my whole life, I've been a part of winning teams. And it's because when I'm on teams, everybody has their own role, whether it's, shortstop, first base, leadoff hitter, cleanup hitter, ninth hitter. Everybody has a role. And if everybody plays a role to their best ability with the same goal, that's how you win championships. And so for me, my championship for VeVe was to go mainstream, like to get this little tiny company that there's only less than 10,000 of us to go mainstream, to get it to where there's tens of millions of people on it. That's been my goal from day one. And I think that's everybody's goal at this point. And just to see it actually like happen, bro, it's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. Z Brito, yo, Johnny, you gave me a new mutant in the past, and now it's 63 gems. Thanks, bro. Eternally, can't see it. Eternally grateful. One of my favorite covers. Let's go. That is a great cover, right? The common. Man, the new mutants are definitely going to get its time soon. Man, this common, maybe people are just trying to buy up the floor and continue to buy up the floor even as they get delivered. Because what happens is like people will buy up, so many get delivered, become saturated, and then they'll just be like, oh, wow, forget about it. So like maybe their plan is to just buy up the floor as they get delivered and just keep buying them up. Because the common's almost at $50 right now. But I still think there's, going to be a lot more to get delivered. So I'm just going to hold off on that one. If I missed the boat, I missed the boat. I'm okay with it. I have the first one, so that's just how I look at it. We got part 1. The common's going for $40 now. Let's go. Let's go. Ultra rares at 209. Secret rare still only at $774 for the first part, which is interesting because part 2 is $999. Part 2 is $1,000, and part 1 is $700 for the secret rare. Part 2 ultra rare is $389. Part 1 ultra rare is $209. Like, what is happening right now? It makes me almost want to double down and get a couple more ultra rares, but then I would ruin my liquidity. So I'm just going to hold. I'm just going to hold. New Mutants ultra rares finally moving. Let's go. I caught 6 of these. Or 5 of these. I think I had 6. 5 or 6. I sold a few off early. Not early, but like as they went up in value. And I'm still going to long hold 3. I'm going to long hold 2. I will sell off 1 more as the price gets to like around like 800 maybe. Because there's only a few left, like 10 left. I don't know exact number, 10, 15 left before the price gets crazy on that one. But I copped the ultra rare because a lot of these ultra rare comics I feel like are due. Like you look at the secret rare New Mutants example, 2.6K now. I think that's going to keep going. And the ultra rare is at $360. The secret rare is at 2.6K and the ultra rare is at $360. And that's the trend that we saw with collectibles. The secret rare Spiderman, 30K, and the ultra rare was at like less than 1,000. We see the ultra rare finally follow that secret rare. Wow, Journey into Mystery, let's go. I wish I had like 3 or 4 of these. I only have 2 left. Comics are booming. Man, appreciate this so much, man. This is definitely a legendary moment right here. I think, yeah, for sure. I don't think I've ever got a super chat that was more than this before. This is the biggest super chat I've ever got before. I appreciate this so much, my man. Let's go. Everybody giving him a follow. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely should. My collectibles are up 20x. Let's go. I love my daughter. She got a lot in VeVe. Wow, that's smart, man. See, Rickard, the kids are growing up these days. VeVe is going to be the new eBay, the new whatever. Like we've had platforms before where people buy and sell like Amazon. VeVe is a new Amazon. Like, so you're getting the first ever collectibles of the new Amazon. Think about that. Think of buying the first ever book of Amazon when they were only selling books, right? People are going to say, oh, you can get that at a flea market, whatever. There's not too many of them, right? There's only one ever first ever book. And one guy actually has it. You can look it up on Google and everything. The guy said that he's holding on to it because he hopes to sell it to Jeff Bezos for a boatload of money one day. And he definitely will. Think about that. This is Jeff Bezos' first company when they're only selling books and someone bought the first ever book. Amazon has turned into a conglomerate, a huge giant, what it is today, and they sell everything. That's VeVe. VeVe was only selling digital collectibles, and they only had a couple brands at the point, and some of us were able to buy the very first NFTs. VeVe's going to be selling everything soon. Like Alcon said, the Walmart. This is the new Amazon. So like you're setting your kids up for success long term, my man. I love to see that happen because people like you see the vision of this. You're not like a lot of people who saw VeVe early and was like, nah, digital collecting, that's a fad, that's not going to last. People said that when CDs went to digital music streaming, when physical CDs went to, I think it was like Napster, LimeWire, that kind of era first, the Wild Wild West, right? But what did that Wild Wild West turn into? Premium licensed digital music collections. Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes. That's what's happening today, right now, all over again with VeVe. Amazing times right now, my man. Amazing times. Uncommon MC1. Ooh, that's one of the ones I have, actually. I don't have the other rarities, but I have the uncommon. 768. Let's go. That's a big one right there. That's a big one. My family bought. That's a big one. Oh, let's go. The common Spider-Man. This is Marvel's first ever NFT, Tony. This is why I think it's a big deal because as you see, we're gonna see more Spider-Man on the app, right? More FAs, more of this. But to have Marvel's first NFT on top of being the first appearance of Spider-Man in premium digital format, it's a huge deal. You know, how many other Marvel NFTs are they going to release? A lot. To have the first Marvel NFT, maybe, you know, the common dips from 1.4K, but I don't see it dipping too much. There's too many people into the VeVe app now who know what this is. I don't think the boat's stopping anytime soon. I think what's happening with this amazing Spider-Man that just dropped part 2, we have so many new people like just buying up everything. They don't realize that these commons, there still has to be a bunch to, you know, get delivered. Now, this could be one of the, you know, unicorns that it doesn't really dip much. It's blowing my mind that all these prices of part 2 are more expensive than part 1. But maybe that's just how things are. I have a feeling that's just kind of like the market's just not mature yet to where once it kind of grows, part 1 will be more expensive. But we'll see what happens with this one. I'm still going to wait to buy this one. I mean, I have the gems to buy it, but I'm just holding out. I mean, if you don't have it and you have the gems and you really want it, you probably should get it just in case it does go. But I think you're going to be fine if you hold out too. We'll see what happens. I'm interested. I'm curious to see what happens with this one because we still have, I think, half to get delivered. So we'll see what happens. What am I looking for right now? Oh, the common Spider-Man. Yeah, this is one I wish I still had 10 of. I had to sell a bunch of them. I think I had to sell 8 to get Walt at 2.6K or 3 point whatever K. Where's Marvel at? Where's Marvel at? Oh, here it is. Spider-Man common. 1.3K. Whoo! Now, there may be temporary dips, but I think long-term, having the first Marvel NFT will be big time. Yup, absolutely, Z-Brito. Whoa, Rickard, what? My man, Rickard is literally... Rickard has just super chatted me more money in the last hour than I've ever made on YouTube combined this whole time, right? That I've been live streaming and not just live streaming, making videos for VeVe. Rickard, you are the man. I'm stupid. Rickard, bro, I appreciate you so much, man. If you guys aren't following Rickard right now on Twitter, on Instagram, you guys need to. Let me bring up his Instagram. This is Rickard's. I hope I'm saying the name right. And it's not Richard. I think it's Rickard, right? Rickard Broma. This is his IG account. You guys make sure you're following him. He's got 118 followers. We got 66 people on the live chat today. Make sure you guys hit him with a follow. You know, big person in the VeVe community. Sure, so much love. I appreciate you big time, man. And then here's his Twitter account. Let's go. He's up to 12 followers now. Let's go. VeVe fam, we doing work. We got 60 people in the live chat now. So let's go follow Broma Rickard on Twitter at Broma Rickard. He's got 12 followers on there. I want to see that at least get to 20 by the end of the stream. Let's go. That's going to help out big time, my man. Appreciate you so much. We're doing a big giveaway tomorrow. We're doing a giveaway for the girls and the guys tomorrow. And the giveaways are going to be crazy. Unbelievable. Dr. Strange, my man. How we doing, fam? Dr. Strange is from the interview I did with Big Collectibles. So make sure you guys follow Dr. Strange and Big Collectibles on YouTube. Had a great interview with them. Chopped it up for a while. Chopped it up for what felt like an hour. Ended up being like 3 hours. Henry says, what advice would you give me? My friend has a Rizzo number 665 that he wants to sell for 15 USD. I really hope you mean at least 15,000. Would you sell it for gems and then gems on Facebook or try to find a buyer directly? Thanks for your advice. So, Henry, I would really advise you not to sell off the app. I would do everything in your power to try to tell him to hold on the VeVe app, or at least sell on the VeVe app, sell for gems, and just hold the gems until we're able to convert that to our bank. Because you do not want to risk selling the Rizzo to someone and getting it stolen. If you sell the Rizzo outside the app and it gets stolen, VeVe cannot do anything to help you at that point. So even though it'd be nice to have the 15,000 in cash right now, you may need it. I would still say, try to just wait. We are going to be able to withdraw these gems into our bank account soon. It's happening soon. Disney's not going to partner with a scam. Like, this is going to happen. So I would say just be safe, be on the safer end, and just hold until we can convert these gems into US dollars. Now, 665 Rizzo is an extremely low edition Rizzo. It's my baby right here. It's one of them. So I would say don't sell it for too cheap. That's a pretty good low mint. Anything sub 1,000, especially for a Rizzo, is going to be big. So you'll be able to get more gems than a floor price for that. So I would say, not knowing what the floor is right now on Rizzo, but let me check. Rizzo's 22K right now. The floor mint numbers is 771, so it is a low mint at the floor actually. But your mint the lowest mint right now that's lower than your mint, or the mint that's lower than your mint right now in the marketplace is a 514 mint. It's selling for 25.5K. So I think you could easily get over 20,000. I mean, the floor right now is 22,000. So 15,000 USDT. You're obviously taking a little hit because of that. It's not exactly, people aren't selling exactly 1-to-1. I would just wait. I think you're going to be able to get, 25K easy for that mint soon. And you're going to be able to convert those gems into US dollars. Just wait it out, a couple more months, and I think everybody will be able to withdraw the gems to the US dollar. My man, what is going on right now? Rickard. We got Tony with a super chat. We got Rickard with another one. Rickard, you are blowing my mind right now, bro. I mean, I've never made this much money on YouTube, and my man is super chatting me cash right now. I just try. My man, you do more than just try. My man just hooked it up. We're going to have the biggest giveaway of the year tomorrow, guys. We're going to have a huge giveaway because of Rickard for the girls tomorrow. And then I'm going to do a giveaway for the guys tomorrow because Rickard just hooked it up big time. This is going to be the biggest giveaway of the year. Man. Congrats, John. You deserve it. Appreciate you guys big time so much. This is wild, guys. VeVe's going crazy. VeVe's going to be mainstream. VeVe's going to be that app to where everybody's on it. Just like how Facebook, you know how many people were against Facebook? Social media, Instagram. People didn't want to get on that. Only who got on it? The younger generation, the kids, right? And then what did we see happen? The parents started to get on. They started becoming more acceptive to it. They started to see what their kids were up to, what they were doing. Then what happened? The grandparents got on because they wanted to be around their family, see what their grandkids are doing. I think the same thing will happen with NFTs. The same thing will happen with the VeVe app. This is going to be the biggest app in the world soon. So I appreciate you guys big time for, sticking along the journey. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. It's been so much fun. Like, how it wouldn't be that fun if there was still only 7,000 people, right? I mean, we would be able to buy everything, but it's blossomed up into something so big now to where, I mean, we have a whole family for life now. I mean, everybody's got each other's backs. It's been amazing. Haven't had that much fun for 3 hours straight in a long time. Got to do it again for sure. Yeah, Doctor Strange, man. That was one of my favorite interviews I've done in a while, man. I'm going to need Rickard to join our live stream. Sheesh. Yo, facts, man. Facts. Instagram and Facebook. Okay, yeah. Make sure you guys are following Rickard. I'm going to give you a follow on Facebook too, my man. You just hooked it up big time, brother. Yup. Just gave you a follow as well. Let's go. I'm going to shout out the Facebook as well too. Rickard Broma, IT specialist, masterclass in economy from Sweden. Let's go. What's that car that you got in the background? Let's go. We're going to see this on VeVe one day or what? Let's go. Man, what a blessing everything has been. Rickard just won the lotto. Holy smokes. Because I normally use Sean for comics and crypto for escrow. Yeah, so Henry, absolutely. So Sean is definitely an amazing person in this community. Cryptos and comics, you know, Sean, I think he was doing escrow for a little bit. So if you have to sell it off the app, right? If you absolutely have to, there are escrows, but even escrows, if you don't know the person, like Sean is an A1 person. You can trust Sean from Cryptos and Comics. But and Wendy was doing escrows too. Like you could always trust Wendy, but a lot of these people aren't doing escrows anymore. And so you have to be careful with who you trust as an escrow. If it was Wendy or Sean, you could trust them 110%, right? So I don't know if they're doing escrows anymore. You can maybe ask Sean, ask them, ask Wendy, but I don't think they are. So I would stay away from it if you can. But if you do have an escrow, I would definitely talk to one of those people, trustworthy people in the community. But just because if someone says they're an escrow other than them, I mean, I haven't talked to any other people that I know are escrow, so I can't vouch for anyone else. But you never know who's real, who's not. So it's always a gamble. It's always a chance when you're dealing with people you don't know. Yeah, absolutely, Henry. I mean, it'd be nice to get some liquid cash, right? But it could be an actual blessing that you don't sell that Rizzo, because I think Rizzo is $100,000 collectible. I think it may just take time to get there. Rizzo was sitting for $3,000 for months, right? Nobody wanted it. Todd McFarlane Batman sat 6,000 of them sat in store, in stock. Nobody wanted it. It takes time for some of these things. I mean, in the macro, it's still a short amount of time, but in the crypto world, it takes like a long time. Getsy struck out today. Oh, man. DeLorean and Mighties. Let's go. Are there DeLoreans going up? I forgot to check that one out. Let's go. Let's see what the DeLoreans are. Oh, my gosh. 1.7K. Let's go for the ultra rare DeLorean. What's the common? Common's at $200. Let's go. Guys, the common DeLorean was at $13 for months. People made fun of the DeLorean. People made fun of the DeLorean so much to where people said the DeLorean ruined the VeVe app. And I was like, what do you mean? This is the first car ever on VeVe. Just because there's 50,000 editions of the common, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people in this app. People are like, no way, there's 10,000 people here, or 20,000 or 100,000 people, whatever the case was at the time. I was like, guys, there's going to be millions. But at the time, it's so hard to like project that far out for a lot of people. Let's go. If Will is following you, you know you got something going on. Let's go. We got Willow Kid following Rickard. Yes. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. You know, once the Oculus has like a VeVe app platform for it, you know it's going to, right? Uncommon Deadpool going off right now. Sheesh, Deadpool's time. I think Deadpool's going off. Storm's going off. What is not going off right now? Just look at what's not going off and maybe stack up, because that'll probably be next. Okay, this makes more sense. It's coming back down a little bit, I think. The ultra rare for part 2 is 270 now. It was just like 400. I was like, how's part 2 still more expensive than part 1? All right, Deadpool. That's what I'm looking at, right? Marvel Mighties are popping off too. Whew, everything's popping. Deadpool. All right, secret rare. I don't have the secret rare. 4.7K. I should definitely do well. Ultra rare is doing great. $949. The rare is climbing 250. The uncommon 180. Yeah, that definitely blew up. The common 295. Wow, look at the common. Let's go. My boy just said something to me. He goes, "Am I missing something about this part 2?" I said, "Yeah. Half the editions have been distributed." So that's my opinion on it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody's just loving this part 2, and part 2 just goes bananas, right? But the way I was thinking about it, I was thinking part 1 should be more expensive than part 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So maybe it's going to take time for that to happen, or maybe it's just because these haven't been fully distributed. I think everyone right now is realizing the opportunity. So as soon as the new drop happens, like it just happened, comes in the market, boom, everyone's just buying it like crazy. Boom, boom, buy, 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 buy. Not realizing like the new people are like, oh wait, only half have been distributed to people yet. Like a lot of people don't even have their comic book yet if they got one on the drop. So let's go, Green Goblin. Let's go. Where to put NFT? What was your question? What does that mean, my man? Where to put NFT? Like in your showroom, you're asking like where you should put it? Some will sell based on needs. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's in a different situation. So absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And that's the thing too. Like, I mean, taking profits, there's nothing wrong with taking profits. Like there's some people absolutely need it in some cases. So it's been a blessing for some people. It's been a blessing for everybody, I should say. But I just think it's been a blessing more so that we haven't been able to officially withdraw, because think of how many people would have withdrew, profits early this summer and would have been kicking themselves, right? So I think it's almost like a hidden blessing that we can't withdraw just yet. I'm here for Johnny and the Broma. Let's go. Appreciate you for tuning in, joining. LSAF 4.1K. Yeah, I speak to him sometimes. So he always said he will help me always if I need help, which is really good. And I do appreciate his help. Yeah, my friend is more into Bitcoin. That's why. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So if you never need help, yeah, Sean's a great guy. I mean, reliable person too. I mean, you can definitely trust him. A lot of reliable people in this community. Wendy too. She's doing so much right now, though. I don't think she's doing escrows anymore. She's been killing it. If you guys aren't following Wendy, make sure you guys are following Wendy on YouTube. I mean, the interview she's been pulling off. I think she's got a surprise interview with somebody, an artist, a famous artist as well, coming up. So make sure you guys follow her YouTube. Yeah, yep. Metacoins. That multiverse app is pretty cool. I think for the Oculus, I think, who was it? Earth to Mastery. One of the OGs, definitely talked about VeVe in the early days. Glad to see him back in the VeVe community. I think he just made a video recently of having like the VeVe NFTs as like posters in his metaverse over there. Oh, I need to send you a Blossom. Yeah, no rush, my man. No rush. I sent you the QR code on Instagram. So just sometime, whenever you feel like you want to send it. Make sure you guys tune in for the live drop tomorrow. It's going to be the biggest giveaway I've ever done before. I can't believe this just happened on the live stream. Rickard Broma just donated, super chatted me, the more money than I've ever made on YouTube for VeVe ever so far. Unbelievable. Multiverse, that's it. Infiniverse, but it's beta. Yep. I think that could do well. What's going to happen is I think there's going to be a bunch of different metaverses. Probably at first, like the first wave, like tons of metaverses. But then over time, the best ones will start to survive. It'll just be like everything else. In the clothing world, you got like Nike for like the sports clothing. You got like Nike. Then you got like Adidas, Under Armour, K-Swiss, Reebok, right? You got all these little sub brands. And I think of how many there eventually were, but the cream rises to the top. So that's why I think VeVeverse will be like number one. Boom. This is the one that all the brands are on. Disney World, everybody's on. And then there's probably going to be this one, that one, this one. So. Okay, yeah. So the part you're missing is that this is Amazing Spider-Man. So Doctor Strange makes a great point. So more than any of the Web of Spider-Man book. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, that's actually a great point. It's a great point. Amazing Spider-Man is just a crazy, series of comic books. This is Amazing Spider-Man 1 is the first ever Spider-Man book, comic book. The first appearance of Spider-Man, though, I believe, is Amazing Fantasy. So that's like the little caveat with that Spider-Man book, I believe. Any Spider-Man experts could give me the details on that one. I believe, right? First appearance of Spider-Man is the Amazing Fantasy. I agree. Yep. Okay. Yep. Amazing Spider-Man is more popular. Yeah, I would agree with that. That's actually a great point you just made. I didn't think about that part. That's actually a great point right there. Very great point. Interesting. So that is Amazing Spider-Man. And this one's just Web of Spider. That is a little caveat right there. Let me look at the details of what's dropping next one. So tomorrow we have Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 131. Then Thursday we have Web of Spider-Man number 32. Friday it goes back to Amazing Spider-Man number 294. And then Saturday goes to Spectacular Spider-Man. So it's kind of like, it goes back and forth. Interesting how they did that. Very interesting. Even though this is a series, they were dropped a lot of time apart from each other, and the story jumped from book to different book for the first time ever. Wow. Interesting. Yes, absolutely. He said, any thoughts on Disney trying out AR on their rides? Do you think these golden moments will be incorporated somehow? I do. I do think so. Disney has every incentive to do that. My man doesn't stop. Let's go. Rickard Broma. Rickard Broma is the MVP. I'm going to send the QR code to your Facebook too. But I send the QR code to your Instagram though. Oh man, Rickard Broma. What a blessing it was. I mean, VeVe, I didn't know anything about collectibles, NFTs, crypto before VeVe. VeVe was the blessing. It's almost like I didn't find VeVe. VeVe found me somehow. Like the universe 100% aligned. The energy, everything just aligned perfectly. Like I don't know what everybody's religious backgrounds are and everything. And everything's perfectly cool and fine, but the higher powers are real. Whether you believe in God or not, or aliens, or whatever the case may be, the higher powers are real. Broma the homie. Facts. Dragon Girl 6K. Oh my gosh. Amazing Fantasy 15 is the FA. Okay, yep, exactly. Yep, of Spider-Man. I have this. Yes. Wow, you have that one? That's incredible. That's one of my favorite covers, the Ultra Rare Green Goblin one. Yes, I love comments like this. Haven't checked VeVe in a while and seen all my comics and collectibles rise a lot. What happened? I love these comments. Yeah, Cap 2D. I mean, we're seeing VeVe explode before our eyes. I know it's hard to believe, but like these are the moments where we've been thinking, visioning for the longest time. It's finally just happening. We have a whole bunch of catalysts that are happening. MTL's around the corner, so I don't think people are afraid anymore. We're as afraid to put money in like they once were. I think also we've seen celebrities get in now. We've seen NBA players. NBA players are, it's like a whole community in itself, right? They got friends on the team. They got friends around the league on different teams. They're making phone calls right now. So they're probably telling their friends on their team, yo, I just bought the Spider-Man at 30K, and now it's 100K in a couple days. This is the first ever Marvel NFT. So maybe a little bit different than the other NFTs that we were buying. So I think word's finally just getting around, man. This is a huge debate right now, actually, on a lot of people in the community. It's so hard for me to go against Superman. A full set in itself, first appearance of Superman. Steamboat Willie is going to be iconic. Series 1 of the Mickey Mouse NFT collection is going to be so big. So is Superman, though. It's almost like, would you buy this brick of gold or this brick of gold? You know, both of them are going to be gold and be worth a lot of money. You have to just pick whichever one you like better at that point. Man, it's so hard to say which one's going to be more there. I'm going to rock with Superman a little bit more. I would lean towards Superman, but that's just maybe I'm biased. I have 2 Superman, only 1 Ultra Rare Steamboat Mickey, so maybe I'm a little bit biased there. But I wouldn't be able to sell my Superman for another Ultra Rare Steamboat. Like when decisions are that tough, I just hold, you know. And the only way I make crazy decisions like that if it's like the Da Vinci Walt situation. I knew, like, I was so set on Walt. I had to have 2. I think Recur. I think it'll have its day. I think it'll probably just be one of those other platforms, you know, that probably succeed, that probably does well over time, long term. It just won't be VeVe. VeVe's like the number one. Then there's probably like this platform, this one. And like 95% probably won't make it, unfortunately. But I hope they all do. I hope every project lasts because, like I always say, the more people that pile into all these NFT projects, the more people that will find VeVe. Because VeVe has something for everybody, and everybody's a fan of something. All 6 comments were set. Yeah, that was my plan too. But I thought the comments would dip, to be honest, and they're not dipping. So I'm kind of wrong about this one. Like, there's still, tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure there's not too many left. There's only 125 out of 500 secret rares left to get delivered. I mean, it's definitely coming in there. Interesting to see what happens. Broma is unstoppable. Yeah, I agree. Broma is on a roll right now. I appreciate you so much, my man. Big time. Yeah, 1,000 SEK equals 110 USD. Very generous of Rickard. Rickard's on a roll right now. I had a meeting with Stan Lee, and my son took a comic from his personal stash, and he signed it for him. That's amazing. I had a meeting with Stan Lee, and my son took a comic from his personal stash, and he signed it for him. That's unbelievable, actually. Unbelievable. All season 1 is at least a year old. Nah, is it? Well, technically, but not like a full year old. But because like we had stuff like Nightwing that dropped in March that still hasn't been a full year, but yeah, year-wise. Yep. Thoughts on Zombie Hunter Spidey? I don't have this one, but I think it's a good one. It's the first appearance of Spider-Man, the most popular superhero. I think it's a good one. Yeah, crazy. Superman just kept going up and up and up. Marketplace is a bloody bloodbath. Everyone's trying to buy him, I think. Yeah. Great cop on that. 584. Low mint. I like the art on these two, man, a lot. Price is dipping back down. $36. It's going to be interesting to see where these land. Dude, I look at my vol value and it feels like someone's playing a prank on me. That's hilarious. Buying that first Joker in March is the best decision I ever made in my life. Big shout out to you, Johnny, man. Hey, Justin, I appreciate you big time for that. And yeah, I think FA Joker is going to be legendary. I mean, everybody knows who Joker is, right? Even if you're a Batman fan, if you're not a Batman fan, everyone knows who Joker is. His first appearance was $80 retail. I think $79.99, right? Series 2, I believe. It's going to be a big one. Wow, you're right. The marketplace, everyone is sniping low mints right now. Holy cow. That's no joke. It is a bloodbath. All right, I just copped a common. Probably overpaid for it, but I just locked one in. I do agree with this. That's probably my fault on not realizing that it's a whole different comic. Like I was thinking it was the same comic book almost, just different series. I should have looked deeper into it. Exactly. That's what threw me off. Like the last time I just checked, most of them have been delivered now. So I'm like, okay, maybe I was just kind of wrong about this, and it wasn't exactly how I thought it would be. So you're right. It is an older comic book. Start year 1963. Yeah. The older comic books are just so hard to get. They're so rare. Like the Marvel Comics #1, that is such a rare comic. People can't buy that comic in the worst grade in the physical world. So, yep. I honestly can't wait for the new drop system because being in Asia, it's been hard to get drops for months now. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this new drop system. You are in Asia, so that's actually a good thing that you're kind of in Asia before. I would say most of Asia's into VeVe. I feel like most of the people aren't in just yet, so it's great to know that you are in VeVe though early, even though you haven't got one in months by now on the drop. I think the new system could change that. Wow, what a giveaway! What a win! That the VeVe giveaway, the spinning wheel. This person said, Bill said, my wife spun the VeVe giveaway wheel and won the Steamboat Willie. She doesn't believe this is real. Doesn't understand NFTs. I got her into VeVe. That's amazing. Wow, I would love this, Josh. A Jack Nicholson inspired Joker, Heath Ledger. Oh my gosh, I would go crazy. I would go crazy. Man, super chats unreal today. SEK 50, 50, 1,000. Whew. 1,000. My man on a roll today. Appreciate you big time, bro. Another big giveaway coming tomorrow. So make sure you guys are tuned in. Stay tuned in for that. Let me give an update on these prices here. We got, 630 available for the common. The price is at $38. We got 260 available for the uncommon. Price is $48. We got 124 available for the rare. Price is $100. We got 53 available for the ultra rare, and it's $290. We got 42 available for the secret rare, and it's $885. I'm interested. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. It seems like obviously this part 2 comic book itself by itself is actually more valuable, more sought after than part 1. But I'm still thinking part 1. Do you think I'm actually curious. I'm not sure what's going to happen now. Do you think part 1 could still be more valuable than part 2, even though the comic book itself in part 2 is more valuable? But in the series, part 1 is part 1. I'm interested to see what happens here. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Let's go. He's in Thailand. VeVe isn't known here yet. Just me and some friends found it because of crypto. Wow, that is amazing. Amazing. Henry, you are way ahead of the ball right there. It's going to be widespread around everywhere soon. So you definitely got in early. Shout out to you for getting in and finding it. Finding it is like finding a needle in the haystack, you know? Unbelievable. Shout out to the winners today. Cyber Chase, I think it is, right? Of the giveaway. Great giveaway coming tomorrow. I'm going to be signing out in a little bit now. Appreciate everybody who tuned in today. Great live stream. Unbelievable donations. Great live stream. A lot of fun today. Part 2. Part 3 will be tomorrow. Trying to find his comment here. I can't find the comment. Where is it? Let's go. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Let's go. Man, super chat's unbelievable today. You know, big things to look forward to in the VeVe world. I mean, we got rest of these comic book drops the rest of the week. We don't know what's exactly going to happen next week, right? We don't know what's going to be announced. We don't know what's going to be dropped. But I think some big things are coming, not only just for next week, but the rest of this year, guys. This year is going to be legendary. If we thought last year was big, this year is really VeVe's year to break out to mainstream. So, no, part 1 will never be more than part 2 because it's a Web of Spider-Man book and not Amazing Spider-Man, which is like the FA. Web of Spider-Man would be series 2, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of just why I was wondering, because you would think, like, why would part 1 not be the Amazing Spider-Man? Just because of the way the story flows? That could make sense. Yeah, I understand that, but here's the thing, though. Most people don't super chat, so just the fact that he's willing to do that means a lot, and the donation's big too. So, Charlie Hustle, I like to give a lot of props to people who do that, go out of their way to really make things happen. So, I like to show a lot of love to people that way. I mean, Rickard didn't have to do that at all, you know? Yeah, Dr. Strange, you might have a great point right there, my man. I can't wait until VeVe goes mainstream in all these other countries and everybody's finding out about it. It's going to be unbelievable. You know, we're in a once in a lifetime opportunity right now. It's still an opportunity of a lifetime. So many moves to be made in the market still. I mean, just a new drop can bless people. So many big things on the way. I'm going to be signing out. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in today, joining, donations, you know. Everybody tuned in today. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for another giveaway. We got 2 giveaways tomorrow. So that's always going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, just the way the story flowed. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Dr. Strange, appreciate you big time for letting me know that. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Like I said, appreciate you guys for tuning in always. You know, everybody who tuned in for the first time, people have been here for months. Let's go. I got another super chat. Gotta get this one in, Michael. I just said 100K on the vault. Thanks, man. Let's go. Oh, VeVe fam going up, man.
That's what I like to see. A whole VeVe fam. We're gonna do this together, man. I mean, the people who doubted us, I look at VeVe as like the underdog, man. I mean, I look at VeVe as like the underdog champion. Like, you have all these other NFT projects that everybody's promoting, everybody's pushing, but VeVe's just chugging along. VeVe's just dotting their I's, crossing their T's, building that foundation. We're building the community. Nobody's talking about us. Everyone's hating on us. We're not real NFTs, all this stuff, right? Well, guess what? We're about to win the championship. The underdog's about to come from behind. We're about to win and we're about to dominate. So VeVe's story alone is just motivational. I resonate with it so much. This is a time of our lifetime right now. Yeah, Batgirl, man. Yep, Batgirl is definitely a good one. Definitely follow your gut, guys. If you got gut feelings on things, go with your gut over anything. Take in what I have to say, what he has to say, what she has to say, what everybody has to say. But at the end of the day, you got to follow your gut in this. Absolutely. We need the hate to keep the fire burning. That's a fact. It's almost like fuel. It's motivation. I've been like that my whole life. I feel like VeVe and Akomi is going to be the same way, right? They're going to use that negativity, the fuel, to keep the fire going. Appreciate you guys big time today. Today was an awesome live stream. I'm going to be signing out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, y'all.